recording?
Unfortunately, yes.
Give me a little beat.
You know what? There's already 72 of you great fans out there. I mean, you guys must be really excited for this show. I don't know why, but Eeyores wants to do an after show. So if you stick around that long, you'll get redirected directly to his live stream. So you don't even have to click anything. It's super easy this time. What he's gonna do? That's up to his discretion.
Stick around to find out, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, now we only got 54. 70. 30 people hate us that quickly?
Yeah.
Wow.
We shouldn't have been like
yeah, fuck this, we'll come back for the after show. That's what it is.
Well, grab your beer, stick around. I'm sure there'll be at least a few people drinking on this one. Could be the last one, folks. It's weird, folks. It does not seem like we have done this for 12 weeks straight. How have we been doing? Doing pretty good, right? Yeah, I kind of thought so. Yeah. Tonight, we have a lot of really good guests tonight. So we'll start with our top row. Of course, it's Jake.
Brice.
It's Hydra. Yeah, it's Brice.
Where's
to my
the
side, this guy wearing some really sexy clothing tonight is Brice. Brice, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Kitties and titties, cats and gats.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man, you're supposed to wait till we get called for that. Come on now. You blew your load already.
I only have one load. I'm just going to get it out while it gets good.
Farther over in the corner, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Philippe himself. Philippe, tell us about yourself.
The whole shit show started when I asked people if I should do BattleBots in 2019 as a captain. They all told me no, for the record. I said, they don't know what they're doing. So I entered. I got chosen with, pardon my French. And now I got to go back to Vegas each year to do a robot with you people. So
and you regret every moment of it, don't you?
Oh, yeah, of course. But I still do it because that's BattleBot.
Right. Yes. We don't know why we do it either. There's something ingrained in us, I guess. So we just keep on.
We had some good times last year.
Oh, yeah. I'm always saying that the problem with drugs is that they work, you know. If drugs wouldn't work, we wouldn't do them, you know. But BattleBots
and
like
they're
drugs
addictive. And next thing you know, you're in the alley with a $10.
Don't do drugs, kids. Just don't do drugs. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Not like Parks below us here. Parks, introduce yourself.
How's it going? I am Parks. I am a set lighting technician of 10 years. And very recently, I am an ant weight robot combat competitor and beetle weight combat judge for some reason. So
you're actually in on the scene now, not just a super fan. Is that what you're saying?
That is right. Yes, I was at the last SoCal event. So
Well, since Raven's so kind, who's the dude in the bra? Dude, do you not know who Doomba is? Come on.
I think #1 ELO in all of BattleBots, right?
I mean, if you don't know who this guy is, I don't know. You've been on how many teams, Brice, over the years?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah, it's been on a lot. He's kind of making his own, name for himself now at this spot, but we haven't seen much of him this year. So maybe next year, right?
They caught our best fight, so who knows? They're going to do what they're going to do.
Well, okay. Well, Tom is not on location this week. He's actually back home with us. So, Tom, how did it go? How did last week go?
It went really well. I was 200 miles away from home up north with a good friend of mine. Back now, excited here to talk about an amazing final that we had with you, with my favorite people, and Jake Hewitt.
Don't sugarcoat us, man.
Favorite people and Jake.
Over to the side, we have Tiny Hands herself. What are you doing by yourself tonight?
We have guests, so Trevor is entertaining said guests, and I am here.
So you snuck off to have fun while he's doing work. Is that what you're saying?
Work? No.
It's certainly not work, but
Down below, the master of ceremonies, Dick, the man. He
Get the
runs
little
this.
one.
So give him a little putty clap, because without him, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
And of course, you all know in the far corner, Captain Battery. He's the guy at BattleBots who thinks he should get paid more because he is really important, but I don't really know what he does. Why don't you tell us what you do?
Yeah, I'm the wonderful battery inspector for BattleBots filming.
And of course, if you're not new to this show, or you are, you probably know the guy down in the middle, right? Eeyore? You've known him, right? You've seen him on TV before.
That is the Eeyore to you tonight.
Oh, and this week, have you still found Jesus?
I still found him. He's in the bottom of this glass.
Oh. He's already
Well, we are starting this
I thought he was at the
early,
lake.
aren't we?
First one's free. Next one's gonna cost you.
Also, we are not asking for you to super chat, so don't do that again. No, not doing it. No, because every time we say don't do it, you seem to want to do it. So I'm just putting my foot down now. Don't do it, because we don't want to see Weasel drunk.
No.
again.
No.
Again, yes. Brice, you already took off the shirt. What? Come on now. We're like 5 minutes in here.
No. I put on the shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Weasel's
right. Okay, we're
gonna
going
put on
backwards.
his
It's
top,
reverse
too.
stripping.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay. Well, when we get to 150, people watching, then you got to take it back off, right? Is that the rule?
Deal.
No.
Yeah, we
That's
I won't
fair.
say no. Let me
We've
get a
only
couple
gotten
beers
there
in me.
once, so you got some good odds.
Okay. Well, Dick, what do we got going on tonight? What do you got for us?
Well, I figured we'd since these guys came on, we'd front load them. Although I didn't really get anything for pardon my French, but I do have Brice was on Mammoth, and I do have a little bit of this. I'll save that. So people didn't know who he was. He's the guy behind a lot of bots, I would think. Is that true?
Hey guys, welcome to Baltimore Hackerspace. I've heard
Your hackerspace, you're involved with a lot of robots there, aren't you? It's not just Doomba and your bots.
It's Doomba, Mammoth. We work a lot with Macro, which is the Maryland Area Combat Robots Organization. So one of them went to NHRL, got us some prize money. We shared all that back with Macro. So we support the local community.
So is this at the makerspace or hackerspace you call it here? Is that where Doomba was created?
Yeah. So last season we built Mammoth out of our makerspace, hackerspace. This year it was Doomba. And lots of people are always doing dumb shit there, so it's great.
Yeah. There was so much material, like with the crazy carts, the electric looked like 4-wheel drive skid steer carts and stuff. It just looks like a lot of crazy stuff's going down.
Yeah, I actually started in the Power Racing series, which is racing them stupid electric barbecues that you soup up too far. And there's actually a lot of BattleBots teams in there. I know some of Witch Doctors in there, Tantrums in there. We have a lot of fun.
So this is I think would give people the best idea of what you do and stuff. And I really found it interesting how you did Doomba's weapon, the simplicity of it. So I'm gonna probably really ask you about that.
a lot of people say that BattleBots are too complicated and you could never build something like that. That's not
It's a
true.
really
They're
good
actually-
video. Down in the description, everybody, is the link to the YouTube channel for this. This is a really good video about like how it's not out of your range. You can make robots. Like anybody can kind of do it.
It's super easy.
Yeah, we tried to
It's
dump as
basically
much
done.
data as we could in like a minute of video. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna play.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna play this whole thing.
To get an internal inspection out of.
Thing you'll see is the weapon assembly. It's two 7-kilowatt giant outrunners, and they're belted to a pulley around the weapon shaft. This belt here can slip on the cams. It's controlled by.
So I wanted to stop this because I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this. Have you seen this done before? It's probably not new, but using the can as the pulley itself.
Oh, we 100% stole this from SME.
Oh, from SME? It's
Yeah,
really
we were
great.
looking at SME and we're like, this is such a simple design, so elegant to the clutching problem. And then so we threw it in CAD and we're like, what if we had 2 motors? And then so I think this is the 3rd design which Philippe did for us, but it's working quite well.
But this is the entire weapon, right? You bolt this into Doomba.
Correct.
This is everything.
For the
And
weapon?
it looks like it does come out, right? Somehow you can take all of this out.
Yeah, this one is welded in the robot, but
Oh, okay.
on the next robot, it's gonna be able to be removed because, like on this one, the shaft is welded on the blade, so it's like a bitch to remove and change everything. But on the next robot, everything is able to be taken apart.
Yeah, V1, we just welded it all because we were in send it mode. V2, it bolts in and out. V3, it's going to be even better.
The tension in that bolt, which allows us to spin up but also not transfer all the violence of a hit directly into our motors. Coming back, we have this plastic which is just to keep wires from getting tangled in the belts. Same as this foam, the foam back here. It's just to keep wires out of chains, wheels, anywhere they shouldn't be. To finish off the weapon system, we have the weapon ESCs here, 2 Trampa 300s, RX on top, all padded and foamed together for protection. On the
And that's really it, right? I mean, you've that's the entire weapon, right?
That's everything on the weapon. Yeah, that and batteries.
Yeah. So it's not that daunting, really. I don't hate how this stuff is mounted because you're not going to take any G loading. You know, you just kind of got this open cavity and you just kind of pile it all in.
Well, the trick is to have so much bullshit in your robot, you have no room for it to move anywhere.
But not too much so that it starts on fire all the time.
Yeah.
That's
These dried ESCs. These are 2 Trampa 200s, same thing, foamed ESC inside, all taped up, nothing can move. So coming down for the rest of the drive system, we have these 7100s. They're capable of 10 kilowatts apiece. We're running them at about half that. They go into custom gearboxes that we stole and modified off of.
So you designed and made your own, but I guess you wouldn't have to, right?
No.
I'm going to let Philippe take this one.
Yeah, but this is the only part that didn't suck, on pardon my French. It's the one I didn't design, of course. So it's the drive that Gus Collier from Nelly and Banshee this year, when he was on he's a good friend of mine. When he was on my team, we decided to change, pardon my French, to all brushless. So he designed those gearbox for me, and at the time I had a sponsor that did all of this for me for free. So they were super cheap at the time. And they worked. So what we did is that we found a company in China that could them ZTL. By the way, a shout out because they're super great. But they found a company in China to do them for us, and now they're relatively cheap, but they just work. We can put 10 kilowatts of power uncensored through those in-runner, and like we have a video on Facebook of Doomba going like 20 miles an hour, just drifting in a parking lot with them uncensored. So they just work. They're good. They are on some robot BattleBots. I think next year, if all the robots that are applying that use them, they're gonna be like 2 or 3 more next. So yeah, they're perfect. We don't need to make them custom, but those one just works. So yeah.
PMF driving Billcaster wheels on the outside. Billcasters are just upgraded Coulsons. There's nothing magic about them, but definitely good enough for what we're doing here. To finish off the weapons, we have the control ESC and the relay for the chainsaw. The control ESC controls the wheelchair motor, simple chain reduction that controls the arm. This taps into a line in the chainsaw brain, so we're still running all the stock chainsaw control electronics, battery management, all of that. We just hijack the go, no-go signal to control the chainsaw.
Oh, really? So who did that? Was that you, Philippe? Or
No, that was Brice.
Brice?
Yep.
So you're just parasiting the chainsaw? You just... Is he still there? Oh, no, I might have lost him.
No, I'm dumb.
Oh,
Makes
that's
sense.
all right.
So we just slammed the 60-volt battery in there. We used the like the stock built-in ESC, all that. Zip tie the trigger down, and then toggle one line to run it.
That's it. That's how simple a BattleBot is inside.
I did the internal inspections on Doomba.
What's that, Pat?
I believe I did the internals on Doomba, and I was quite impressed with the simplicity of it.
Yeah, we know we're
How
dumb. We're trying to
everything's
keep
just thrown
it.
in a box.
Yeah, so everybody, I mean, it's not, it literally is not rocket science. You just have to kind of want to do it and really think about, like, durability.
It's really just a big RC car, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if you got anything else here. Usually your videos have, like, crazy, funny stuff in them. Oh.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
The outtakes
Did
are
we
always
get
the
did
best.
we get to hear about Brice saving the sidewalk with the tree branches at all?
No, I want to hear that story, though.
So there was a tree that came down on the handicap ramp at BattleBots, and the production PAs were just freaking out about it. They're like, "This is a huge OSHA or ADA thing. We can't have this," and they couldn't find anyone to get rid of this tree. And I was just like, "I'll do it." And one of our team members was like, "We can't do that." I'm like, "Yes, we're going to do that. We have a chainsaw robot. They have a tree." And so right after our double tap fight, we came out of the fight a little bit messed up. All hands on deck. We turned the entire bot around in like 20 minutes because it was that late in the night. And we're like, okay, we need to bang this out. Get out there, cut the tree in half, take our axes that we were using for props, cut the limbs off, drag it all out off site. And the PAs were so happy. They were like, I didn't know that was possible.
No,
So
but you forgot the best part about that is that the PA came to us and they said, "Hey, you got a chainsaw, right?" So we were like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Oh, could you cut the tree outside?" And like we said, the team member said, "No, we can't." And then we all told Brice, and Brice was like, "What did he say? What the fuck?" And we all ran to the PA and told him, "No, we want to cut the tree." And like 15 minutes later, Greg came by our pit and he said, "Hey, I can't tell you what to do or what not to do, but I want to see footage of it." And he just left. And so that was like the unofficial.
They didn't film it?
No, we did, but we sent the footage, but they didn't use it.
Mm.
Did you use it?
Not
Any
yet.
social media, anything like that?
I'll
Nothing
use
fun.
I think we wanted to do a post, but forgot after the last fight. But I think we might do a post like in the off season when we need content or something like that.
Brice,
Yeah, the
what,
off season's always hard for content.
what fight did you get cut that wasn't on the show? You said they cut your best fight?
I think that's NDA'd, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we might.
Well, then we'll leave it alone.
Nobody
We'll leave it
watches
alone.
this. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I wanted to ask about double tap because double tap wasn't always meant to be your opponent, was it? And you weren't necessarily prepared for them.
no, we've been told Rusty for like 3 days straight.
Rusty, huh?
Prep the frame. Everybody wants to fight Rusty, right? Rusty's adorable. We're adorable. It's going to be a great fight.
And
We prep the frame
realistically,
for Rusty.
realistically, it's the only robot that we could beat at BattleBots this year. So we're like, starting with a win would be nice.
I think you could have beat Fusion.
I mean,
You just had to survive
Yeah,
while it dies and starts on fire.
I mean, Doomba is basically like Fusion. It has two weapons, right? It's a vertical and a horizontal.
Did,
we
they,
found the cha-
Yeah, definitely.
did they show that fight? Was it aired?
Oh.
Yes.
Double
Tap, yeah.
So Rusty did get a fight this year. I'm just gonna say that it wasn't in the main tournament.
Everybody
obviously.
knows.
Yeah, it's all good.
They all
And
know he got a fight. They don't know who.
right, yeah. I'm not gonna give that away, but they didn't get done through safety until 7 o'clock the last night of filming. So they only had a chance for one fight.
I
So
And
they-
that was
Or is it
not
the last
because of
fight
the
or
lack of
second
safety
place?
team.
It was what?
That
What about
was
safety
not
team?
I said Rusty taking so long was not at the fault of the safety team at all.
Yeah. But no, he was working like the whole time, like a long time on that bot. We always heard of his engine starting up outside, and everybody come running expecting him to work, and it didn't for like 15 days straight. So, yeah.
Who worked
But he
the
gets a fight.
least? Who worked
What?
the least? Rusty or Doom? Not Doomba, Doom.
Oh,
Which one
that's a
was the last
toss-up.
fight? Was it Doom or Rusty who had the last fight of the last day?
No, they saved Rusty for the end because he's magic.
I think so. I think Doom got second to last fight, and they got the last fight.
What would you have
Doom
done
never
differently?
made it.
What would you have done differently if you knew you were fighting double tap?
Oh, we would have run the other frame.
Something less
And what-
plasticky?
So
The
yeah, we have the full AR frame with the big, massive bolts holding the lid on, the steel lid, everything. But we thought it was Rusty, so we're like, yeah, we'll run the plastic armor, we'll run the aluminum lid, whatever, it'll be fine.
Why?
Give Rusty a chance.
Why have two different setups like that?
Because we knew we needed to build way early to get in. Right? If you just say, hey, I'm running a Roomba with a chainsaw, they're gonna be like, no, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, look how stupid and amazing this robot is, and you have video footage of it doing stupid things, and then they get the vibe, then they're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. So they were
So
finally like,
Am I
okay,
right?
Did
Rusty
you think
fight,
you would
5
get in,
minutes. I was pretty sure we'd get in.
Oh, okay.
Just because of its uniqueness?
Yeah, nobody's done this before, and like not
And
to
nobody
throw
should again.
shade. We're Rusty that gets in the box. That was our pitch, right?
Oh,
We're Rusty that gets in the box.
mm.
We're cute. Kids will love us.
You've been there both with, I don't know how to say this, with what some would call a serious contender before, and you've been there with themed like high concept bots. Which is more fun? I assume the running Doomba is more fun, right?
Yeah, Doomba's the best of both worlds because it actually works, unlike some theme bots. But you're not stressing out the whole time. You're not like, oh gosh, what do we do? You know, top 8. Oh no.
Well, I mean, you could still.
Are
That's
you
not what I
making fun
meant.
of Pardon My French? Is that what you're doing? Right?
No.
Oh, I'm
No,
the
I was
only
making
one.
fun of Battle Royale, but
Battle Royale, yeah.
I'm the only one that's allowed to make fun of Pardon My French.
Yes. How dare you?
Were you on Battle Royale team, Brice?
I was. I did the mini bot and I came out to help out.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
a cluster.
So are you the captain of this team now?
I am the captain of Doomba.
Okay. Is it better being the captain than where you were before in other teams?
So on Mammoth, I co-founded Mammoth. We were going to be co-captains. I was like, I don't care about the TV part. You can do all that. So that was fun. But then it just gradually got more and more pushed out of having any say. And that sucked.
Yeah.
Having to do all the work of making sure the robot actually gets done while also having no say, that was terrible. But this is fun, especially with Doomba.
Do you think you'll get to continue going? With,
I have no idea.
With Doomba. Hey, I don't have any video of it. Does anybody have any video of the Doomba or Roomba fights or whatever? Did you organize that, or was that someone else during the builders party?
Oh,
That's right.
Well,
So-
if you need a bot, we got a Hydra ready for you. You know, if you want to captain a.
So during the
Flipper.
builders party, we walked up to Greg. And I was just like, I have 2 of these. No, it was Trey. I was like, I walked up to Trey with a Roomba, with balloons and a chainsaw. I was like, I have 2 of these. Can we go fight them in the box? And he was like, I guess so. Like, why would you? Okay. And then as soon as we put these Roombas in the box, all the builders flocked. And they were like, yes, I want to fight that.
Dick, I just sent you where it's located on the server. We have 3 Battle Roomba videos that Trevor took with his phone.
In private chat or?
Yeah, I sent it in our Facebook chat.
Okay,
Well, I sent you the location.
Yeah.
It's on the server.
got it.
You guys have a server?
He's dead.
Oh, Brice.
Do you know Dick?
Not really.
Brice, do you have any plans to take Doomba to Destructathon? Or Proving Grounds, I mean? The same thing, whatever, you know.
We're thinking about it. It'd be real fun to go Doomba V3 versus Doomba V1 at Destructathon. But also, I don't know if I want to drive across the country to subsidize somebody else's TV or Vegas act.
Yeah.
It is a nice it's very enticing for you to want to test your new bot in a new place. That sort of reality you just can't match it anywhere. Testing a bot, so there is something to be said to go to it.
Oh, absolutely. And if I was West Coast or Vegas based, I'd be there once a month.
Yeah.
But for us, it's drive 3 days across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you located at, Brice?
We're in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
Yikes! Yeah.
Yikes.
So you might. How close is the closest event to you? I guess. Do you make it out to other events other than BattleBots?
So as I was talking earlier, we have the macro events. So they're right here, and we'll take the bot out. We'll actually go let like 1 pound drivers drive the robot in the parking lot, which is amazing. It's just hilarious to watch them freak out about it.
Isn't that how we found the next driver?
Yeah, we had designs on this kid, and then we're like, hey, you want to come out to the parking lot?
Come on, Pat. Seriously.
You're Overchug. You're not lying. Brice, would you say that Hydra is a glass cannon?
No, 'cause glass cannons are supposed to destroy themselves, and
That's true. That's true.
So this is somebody can just kind of explain. Usually, I say to guests that are my friends, I say, "Explain yourself here, Brice. Explain yourself."
Oh, we just want to do dumb shit. That's why we're here.
So you got to take your Is there a pin on the, or some sort of popping device on the point?
Yeah, there's 3 thumbtacks on each point.
You didn't even put knives on it.
We tried knives, and knives don't pop balloons. Apparently, they just bounce off, and then you feel really sad inside.
Oh, they got to be really sharp, I suppose. Oh, here we go. So you had builders drive these?
Yep.
Yeah, we just started passing out remotes.
Oh, it's actually sweeping. That one's still got the sweeper on it. You can see it's so cute. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Wired into the drive motors and everything.
So this is the builder's part. It's really nice. BattleBots brings in really high quality catered food, like prime rib and shrimp and all kinds of great stuff. And alcohol, and then they get us all drunk, and then they say, "Okay, go back to the pit, start working on your robots."
This is the one time we get to actually take a break and party and kind of all together. Otherwise, it's everybody does their own thing every night. This is the one time we get to all be together, I guess.
So if you wanted to maybe get into this and have one of these of your own for next time, do you just find some online that are broken or something? Because you don't want to buy a new one or one that works, right?
At this point, people just give me broken Roombas, but yeah, just go on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, pick up a Roomba for $20, throw 2 ESCs in it, and you're good to go.
I think these are all the same.
Oh, is that Ryan? I don't know who that. Yeah, that looks like Ryan from Mad Catter. He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
God.
that's Matt Catter.
One of these videos with the audio, there was a pink balloon. And a different colored
is
balloon.
it on the audio? Can you hear it?
Yeah, there's people are shouting.
Oh,
but
you're gonna have
one
to
of
say
the
it. I can't share these that way.
one of the funniest ones is there's a video somewhere where a pink one is driving, and
I didn't try it.
one of the guys from Endgame. Yeah, so in this one, at one point, the pink one starts running away, and just in the background of this video, you can just hear one of the guys from Endgame go, "Pink's not showing very much aggression," and it's truly, it's so hilarious to hear people talking seriously about this like balloon fight.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the builders got into it. There were like debates over who got to go next and whether there should be a tournament structure.
Yeah, we probably should. I mean, it's so safe. We could just like cordon off an area of the pits and just run them in there, right?
Yeah, but it's funnier if it's in the battle box.
Well, yeah, but they only let us in there. Well, maybe they let us in more.
Okay. Thunder. I seen your comment, Thunder, but I can't bring it up right now. But his question is how does it feel to be the only one to beat the champion this year? Was it even close, though? It was kind of an ass-kicking. Like, it wasn't close. So, in that case, it feels really, really good to be able to be the only one to stop Sawblaze.
It's good to be king. Yeah, it's good
yeah,
to be king.
Yeah, it's good to be king, yeah. I mean, I didn't get the nut or anything, but I stomped the guy who got the nut, so.
Did you watch the episode, Jake?
Yeah, I watched some of it, actually. Not
They-
the whole
they do-
thing.
Yeah, they do this little clip about you and like dramatizing it, like he wants to follow in his father's legacy. Like they show you looking at your.
Oh,
your
I
dad's
remember
banner.
looking up. I remember that film where they had me looking up at the banners and
I
stuff,
was like,
yeah.
oh my god, Jake wins. They're setting it up. They're setting up the story for Jake to win, and then it was your robot fight.
And then take a stupid loss like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A fork war. And that's why, folks, I've been complaining about the fork wars forever. Because, well, I knew what was going to happen 12 weeks from the time I started this, but it's going to be a problem. Hydra.
I was
is-
seriously.
Let's not talk about
Go-
Fork Wars till we commentated on the fights. I wanted to front
Okay,
load
go,
this with
Tom.
Bryson.
What
I
would you
wanted
say,
to
Tom?
So
I was
next
gonna
year,
comment
next
on the
year, you're
Fork
going to
War.
take it?
No, we're gonna save that for when it actually happens.
I'll
I
save
just-
that for later.
Yeah, I wanted to front load this with our special guests so they don't have,
Yeah,
have
so you
to get
guys can
stuck in the
Get
shenanigans.
your time in properly.
Brice, can I ask you about the Dragon King fight?
No.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
already
Tom.
did. Yeah, they also tried to set you up with double tap again then as well. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, and we told them, I think the quote was, we'll just go back to the hotel and get drunk. That's the only fight I've ever refused, is double tap again.
Wait, a second time
Yeah.
in the same series? That doesn't make
Yeah.
a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, the
Back to
next
back,
three, I
no other fights. I'll absolutely fight them again next year. I would love to, but just back to back, my only two fights. No.
Speedy, I don't think we're allowed to even talk about this yet.
You're allowed to say
yes,
if you compete or not.
you can see if you can compete or not.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that was been confirmed. Yep.
So do you compete in the
Well,
second-
we don't. Okay, technically, you don't get into the Golden Bolt tournament. You have the feeder tournaments that aren't technically Golden Bolt. There's like what, 5 of them, 4 of them, Bryce? Something like that.
I don't know,
Whatever.
I wasn't allowed
They got
in.
the champions that get the automatic into the Golden Bolt, and then they have the extra feeder tournaments to get the rest of the 8 bots in
the
there.
Slugfest, I think they're called.
Well, they used to be called the Slugfest. I don't know what they're called now. I don't think they have an official name. It used to be the Bounty Hunters or whatever it was. Now they're just straight tournaments. There's no bounty heads. You just fight your way through 6 or 8 bots, and then the winner goes into the Golden Bolt. So technically, it's all Golden Bolt tournament, I guess, but not really.
So are you in it?
Who? Me?
You or Reed?
Oh no, yeah, no, I can't be. Once you get to like the 16 round, those teams usually can't drop down and get into the tournament because these tournaments are running at the same time as the regular tournament is. So, I mean, technically, you don't get the top 16 bots in these crappy tournaments. So it's like the best of the worst bots, right? You get your champions who are all in there right away, but the guys who are going to make their way up to the top weren't even competitive to get into the top 16. So,
Kind of defeats the point of the Golden Bolt Grand Champion of Champions event.
well, you get the champions who are always in there, right? And a lot of those champions didn't do good this year. And then you get the guys who are on a roll, actually, that can beat other subpar bots. So,
Although I did take to calling it the best loser.
it is,
competition.
yeah.
which is, I mean, it's mean, but I was a little sour at the time, so it's like,
Well, that's
we're gonna find out who the best loser is. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could have probably got into it had we have not won our match before. Then we could have dropped down and did those because it would have been time for it. But
And then you
because we
get
had
more
to go into
fights,
the
you
rip-
get paid more. It's really silly.
Yeah, it would have
Wait,
been more
Reese, are you in
beneficial
it?
in our pocket. To
I'm
go
in
down
it.
there.
Yeah.
Reese is in it because he's a loser. So
He's a loser. Yeah, we confirmed it now.
Not to me, Reese.
Yeah.
no.
You're
he
always
was
a winner.
deliberately throwing the Minotaur fight so he could get into Golden Bolt. That was
Oh.
You know,
The
it's
bestest loser.
what is it? It takes a crazy person to keep doing the same thing over and over again, but yet it shows a lot of heart to just keep throwing that fireball back in there.
So this is down. This is what we call Fireside at Tuscany. This is kind of what we're trying to
You definitely did. But one
trying to
glass of it
replicate
went
here on these
straight
streams.
into a martini glass that Brice from Doomba then lit on fire, and then he blew it out and drank it.
Legend.
So that was some of it.
He did that one night.
He definitely
So
did. But
this is Brice sent me. I made this on the right, and then Brice was like, "Hey, I actually have video of this martini burning." So he sent this to me.
Well, actually, this
Wasn't
is,
that
this
us? I thought that was us. Whatever.
No,
This,
Brice.
this
sent
is how
to
our
me.
stream started, folks. Right here. We are on stream that you've never seen before, and they cut out portions of our streams that we used to do as a team just to mess around, and we were doing this. And this is how the whole conception of the Whyachi live stream came to where it is now. We did
Very
it.
humble beginnings.
Yeah. We were doing it just for ourselves, and then we were like, I guess people would want to watch this kind of junk, so we just threw the whole thing up here, and now this is where you're at. You get to see
And
it
now
all.
we
so.
can't do that because we got to tame it down for YouTube.
I mean, I manipulated them into doing a YouTube show. Let's be honest.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, we're not exactly fighting you tooth and nail to do
I
it.
caused the private ones to happen in an
You
effort
did,
to
yes.
get you comfortable enough to be on stream, and we
Oh,
didn't get
that-
everybody.
That first week, though, that you were doing that, we were on almost every night playing games and
Yeah.
just going over not just everything, not just episodes or Brice or anybody else, right? So,
It's been a fun 12 weeks. I hardly remember them. It's been
well,
fun.
Of course you don't.
Actually, you guys know this too. It's just like BattleBots. It's like you go there, and at the time you're like, so there's times when, well, maybe not, maybe you guys are having a lot more fun, but we're like, what the fuck are we doing here again, right? And then after you get back and you decompress, and it's like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks pass, you're like, God, that was a ball of fun. That was great. We'll do that again. It's like, like Philippe said, you do drugs because they work. That's why.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, and look at the effort that you've put into these streams. It was a ton of effort, and now every week you've been cutting out your effort points to make up content and come out here, but yet we're still putting on a
Yeah.
decent show, which is
It got a lot
really
easier.
strange.
yeah.
I was looking at it as, yeah, this is great. I'm going to learn some technical stuff from one of the most knowledgeable teams there, and all I've learned is cat milking. That's all I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we don't know anything
there's
about
a famous. There's a
And
famous
all we learned
Billy
is we
Madison
made a
quote.
mistake putting you on this stream.
There's a famous Billy Madison quote. You are all stupider listening to his response. And
You've also learned that we don't know much about the UK,
Yes.
right?
That's true. You're going to have to come over here one day.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'd probably
probably
bring back
come.
Robot Wars, Jake. Bring
I'd probably
Reggie
come.
over.
Yeah. So let's ask Brice and Philippe, since everybody else has seen this. One of our viewers sent this to me, and they say, and I have no reason to doubt them other than the absolute quality of the result here. They claim that this is just a practical. They did this with practical. There's no digital effects here. Now I made the video. Normally it was just a side by side. That's fusion, and that's fusion made out of pancakes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm the one doing the manipulation here.
Pause it on the panties.
I'm sus of it. How perfectly the dots line up.
That sounds like a Dolly prompt. You just
that's
sent it for an AI.
Put in and say make look like panties.
It just can't
I don't
be.
know
I
if
just
you
feel like
could
the
do
lines.
that. I don't think Chat GPT
They're doing
could do
AIs.
that.
They're
Maybe a
saying
different
AIs,
one.
Man.
It can.
I
I
don't-
think Dolly could do that. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely AI. It might be have some like after work in Photoshop or something, but that's AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm so
bravo,
sad.
AI.
I thought they put a lot of time.
Listen,
into
I don't
that
want to
one.
dump onto
Yeah.
the viewer. The
It's
viewer
like
who
they
sent it.
spent a lot of time on this.
But Dick, they lied to you.
There's a viewer
Either
who
way, they
sent
spent a
this.
lot of
money
time
on the panties
but-
as well.
Yes.
So I don't want to dump on the person who sent it because they're probably here.
Nope, I'm sticking to it. They're real panties. and they're
Nonetheless,
not
they did
changing my
something
mind.
with the team. So we applaud the content that they made, no matter what it is.
Those are real. Those are real.
I'm gonna believe it's real. So
Yeah.
And they just happened to line up the shot perfectly. No, I agree with that commenter.
Yep.
I'm sure if we look,
Yeah,
there's
it's
some.
the lines on the wedge, the front panel closest to us. It's just like it's too perfect.
Also, they're not all the same scale. Like
Yeah.
some of them.
Oh, interesting.
And it kind of visually, if you look at it closely, it doesn't entirely make sense what you're looking at. Like AI normally does stuff. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's
like the weapon lines.
Like if you didn't tell me it was fusion, I wouldn't have guessed it was fusion. It's like one of those images like on the internet where you looked, and the more you look, the less you know what's in the image.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Well,
Both flammable either way.
So it's just pretty perfect. I think.
It's great either way. Whoever sent it, it's great either way.
Yeah,
the
if
panties
it's real,
did
I'll
not
fight
start
it.
on fire.
I will absolutely fight that.
It gives you a new definition of fire crotch.
You'd get entanglement, man.
Hey,
You'd never win.
Smelling panties doesn't count as fighting them.
Does it count on fouling the arena? I think. Maybe.
Yeah. So the future of Doomba. Before we get on to other shenanigans, if you guys want to stay or whatever, what's the future of Doomba? Are you looking to like rebuild it even if you don't before like BattleBots isn't announcing now, so we don't know what the hell's happening.
Yeah, we're gonna send it.
We're already building. I mean, today we had a build session, I think. Or we
You
just
think? You don't actually know that you did something or what?
I mean, I'm living like in
not
country.
you, somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes more sense.
Full
Yeah,
send.
we tried out the new weapon today, and it is massive and beefy, and we need more belts. But that's why we test it, 6 months early.
Where can I get a picture of the Pikachu blade?
Send him
Facebook.
send him the target you made today or yesterday.
I'll forward you a picture.
Because the Pikachu blade is retired now because we've done enough bullshit with it. So we just turned it to a gun target instead.
Shut up.
Oh yes, we haven't even
Aim for
got
the
to the
head.
guns portion yet. No.
Oh, we'll get
so,
there.
Brice, have you convinced the Whyachi guys to put googly eyes on the next robot?
We're just enablers. We don't promote the googly eyes. People just come up to us and like, can we get some googly eyes? And we're like, yeah, what size do you need?
Yeah.
You have multiple sizes even?
Of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
we're professional.
Okay. I
Yeah.
might put some googly eyes on Hydra, like 6 of them.
Oh, that'd be great.
The unofficial team motto is try hard the dumb shit. So we have all the googly eyes, all the sizes. Like,
One
They actually,
googly
like-
eye in the center of the flipper.
Yeah.
Just a whole box full of them that flies off the first time you flip. It sprays the arena with it.
Entanglement. We'll put little magnets on the bottom too.
Ablative googly eyes.
Oh, I see what you guys did here. I see.
so this was what we started. Like, this was the idea that started it. Is like, I was just thinking, I would love to have a Pikachu gun target. And then we got a sponsorship from Tenkatsu. Thank you, Tenkatsu. And we're like, wait, can we write this off? Can we? And we're like, sure. We'll just find the center of mass, put an axle in it, and it's honestly great. I love the Pika weapon. It was so much fun.
But they
It's
won't let you
terrible.
use it, will they?
Oh, they've used
No.
it, did you? You didn't use this?
Oh my god.
You weren't
The
able to use the
Pikachu.
Pikachu weapon?
You used it in the Dragon King fight. I think.
No, the lawyer said no.
I mean, Nintendo's one of the most litigious companies.
They
So
are.
it makes sense, but
That's
It's gonna hit
awfully
me.
small here.
The surprise
It's my
Pikachu
fault.
face on it is so.
And you can
That
see
wasn't
the
us.
strike.
Shatter was like, okay, we need something hard to hit with our weapon. I'm like, I have this Pikachu blade I can't use. And they just took it away for like a week, and then it came back with the surprise face on it, and I was like, nice.
do you guys have any plans to like make like a 30-pounder and go to Norwalk or something, or anything like that? Or do you do any of the NHRL stuff?
We've talked about a 30-pounder. I think there's part of our team's working on a 3-pounder. And we have a 1-pound plastic ant Doomba, which is terrible but also hilarious. So it kind of fits.
Nice.
It's really nice to see the strike marks on here where we tested it.
Yeah, we've used the shit out of that guy.
Oh,
And
the
it
ears?
didn't- The
Yeah.
ears didn't break off?
No.
No.
No, that's the blade after it was cut from the axle, I think.
What'd you shoot it with?
Nothing yet. But we put it through some 4x4s. We put it through the side of our crate. Like, we've abused that thing.
Is that the blade you had on when you screwed up the shipping container?
Yes. I mean, most
both
of the
guys.
times we screwed up the shipping container, it was that blade.
Did it take you a while, Brice, to figure out a chainsaw that would work with your system?
Only because we tried to go 2-stroke first. So we tried 3 different 2-stroke chainsaws, and we could not get them to reliably operate in all the orientations while being.
Plus, you got to have a
controlled.
starter motor on it, right?
We got permission to hand start,
Oh, okay.
but it was still not nearly reliable enough for any battle box duty. So we're currently working on a full custom 2-stroke. It's what, 12 horsepower?
I mean, the ice engine is 13 horsepower, but it's mostly for sound. The in-runner is like 10, so combined together, it's.
Yeah, so 20 horsepower hybrid chainsaw is.
So
We have CAD. We're reviewing the CAD now. So
So
pretty
can you get
cool.
the chainsaw warranted if it gets destroyed?
We tried because you saw those robots, those Roomba earlier. In our last fight, we weaponized them, so we put a little Ryobi small chainsaw on them, and we entered the box with them. So we had to go through safety with those and everything. that was a fun time, and but yeah, they could if you wanted to. Yeah.
Nice.
but I also work for DeWalt. So as soon as the guys saw the fight, they're like, "How many chainsaws do you need?" We have 3 that just came in. Do you want these 3 returns? I was like, yeah, sure.
But you
Yes,
can't
sir.
get a sponsorship deal, right?
We had
Right. Discovery won't let DeWalt sponsor us. So the first year on Mammoth, we went through all the paperwork. Everything was going really well. Discovery said no. And then like halfway through
And
filming, DeWalt was
you
just
talked
like,
to Discovery about it?
do you want money anyway? And we're like, yeah, we'll take money anyway. So yeah, Discovery basically paid for the first round of Mammoths. Or no, DeWalt paid for the first round of Mammoths. I don't have a direct line to Discovery. If you do, let me know, and I will.
No,
I'll harass
nobody.
them.
Well,
nobody does.
that's my question is, what did you talk to Discovery about it?
No.
We talked to BattleBots, and BattleBots was
Right.
like, "Oh, Discovery says no."
Right. Well,
Uh-huh.
you got to be
Yeah.
careful with that, but it's probably true. It's usually true, but I don't always assume that what BattleBots says somebody else said is what
I
they
think it's a
actually
lot
did
of-
say. But
It's a lot like YouTube. They're probably just cutting down a lot of things so they don't have to go through the motions figuring stuff out.
Well, I know BattleBots wants DeWalt because BattleBots wants tools from DeWalt. So
Yeah.
BattleBots wants everybody's sponsor.
So you're competing for BattleBot sponsor? Is that what you're saying?
if you get a big enough sponsor, BattleBots is going to try to take it. Simple as that.
We saw that with
That's
saw
what-
that with
that's what they do.
Danby. Didn't Danby get his sponsor sniped?
Yeah, the Mobots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That,
So,
I
Dick,
think that ended poorly though, because
For Danby.
Yeah.
yeah.
and
yeah,
for the guy that hired,
Dan-
not hired Danby, but sponsored him.
Yeah.
Danby just gets
Yeah.
shit on all the time.
Yeah.
But Robot Space Girl, thank you. That's very kind of you. Whatever Dick's gonna try to find in his email there.
That might have been
Meat-
who
meat
made
pie?
the original one.
If
Yeah.
I was to
Meat
say that to
pie
Weasel, he
fusion.
would be expecting something different. Let me tell you.
It's a UK dish that sounds absolutely delicious.
Yeah, I discovered recently that meat pie is an international
Cuisine.
cuisine. Yeah. It's big in Australia as well, which, all the Aussies came from the UK. Those are all the inmates they shipped out, right?
Yes.
There's a little bit of that.
Mm. So yeah, I mean, there's a thing about sponsorships. You remember this, Brice, when BattleBots said if we were to get over like
We got
100K
there.
in actual
Carrots?
sponsors, that they'd get 20% of that. You remember that spot, right?
They've
Don't
had a
you?
lot of various things like that. So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
remember
we
that
get-
one explicitly, but I also remember just land us sponsors and we'll kick you money back.
Well,
Which I don't
yeah,
think it's ever happened.
if you get them a sponsor, bring them to the table, you get like 5 or 10% of what they bring in. But
Why
they
are
were saying
people-
that
why
if
are
you
people
brought in just
fighting-
$100,000 all by yourself, they're gonna start taking a cut of it then, because you're getting too much then.
Why would you tell them? I mean, I would always tell
You
them
wouldn't.
everything.
You wouldn't.
You
so you
have
definitely
to.
wouldn't.
You have
I
to
wanna get the
because
safety to
they
the
have to get
sponsor.
on TV. So you
Yeah,
have
but you
to
don't
announce
have-
who your sponsor is.
You don't
Yeah,
have
but
to
you
say
don't have to say how much
though.
you got.
You don't have to say how
Oh.
much in any.
It's
paperwork.
true.
I got $1.
Like they know that Johnson and Johnson gives more than the machine shop that sponsors PMF, but you don't have to disclose it anywhere.
Well, I mean, if we, as Speedy points out here, if we took our own company and said how much we were sponsoring the bots, BattleBots would be taking part of our money.
Probably.
But yes, we do sponsor pretty much our own bots.
We should do that though, because then we get half back, right?
See,
and then we're actually making money.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know what
it's
other
more
teams
money.
do for cold calling or getting sponsors, but we haven't really been contacted by a lot that just want to like, hey, we want to throw money at this really silly idea. Except for this last 2 weeks, where we've actually had, I think it's Xometry's biggest competitor actually email us. So that
Name
one's
drop.
kind of a new one.
It's interesting.
What's
What
their
I've had,
name?
sorry.
What's their name?
No, we're not going to tell you.
No,
We're not going
definitely
to tell you.
not.
We'll tell you,
I
but not on
know.
stream.
I know. So you're
What was
not
that,
going to tell
Fleet?
them?
No.
No, because I'm immediately going to go email them.
No,
and be
no,
like,
not
hey.
you.
Hey,
We don't
hey,
wanna tell
not
the
you, but
world.
there is others that have and would. So
Yeah.
yeah. And we won't name names, but
Me.
yes, yeah. Okay,
Trying to snipe your
Dude,
sponsors. Let's go.
Here's the deal, folks. If you want to be on the team and you can get us a 10,000K sponsor, okay, you're on the team. Yep, you come on right on in. We'll give you a spot. That's no problem.
I'm starting
just
making
sell you a
phone
spot.
calls now.
It's the fan pay your own way.
Yeah,
we
it
already
really
made the
is. I mean,
agreement.
we're giving a spot for 10 grand. You want a part on the team? You get us a sponsorship from somebody. We're good.
Oh, you give-
We're
I
on.
think I
We
think
can
there
just
would be
pay 10
people,
grand.
not even a sponsor, just a person being like, yeah, this could be fun.
I mean, if you give me
Just
10 grand, you're
paying
on my
10
team.
grand?
I don't care.
Yeah.
You can
Only
turn
10
a wrench.
grand to be on Pardon My French? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you can turn a wrench.
Oh yeah. That one might be a little lower.
Yeah.
they don't have so much seed money there.
I mean, the crypto sponsor gave me 10 grand last year.
oh,
Look at you. Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, in the end, I made some money on PMF. So that was
Thank you on my math.
Damn.
So we're gonna do this a little early because I've got this package that that I made for something called Mammoth Ranch.
Oh, this sounds good.
None of you guys have seen this. Well, those guys have. But
I think you're gonna need something a little bigger than that.
All right, how did you do this? Is there a
What?
cut there? Because this is
This
awesome.
isn't Baltimore.
Yeah, of course there is.
There's trees
Okay.
in Baltimore.
Watch. I don't know if you're catching this gag, but the gun changes.
Nope, bigger. Now I got it.
God, it's so good.
No, way bigger.
I was expecting another change though, really. Like
Yeah.
a bigger.
Yeah.
Well, that was a shotgun.
Bring
probably
out the
was fun.
bazooka.
If we had a
Why not?
bazooka, yeah.
Hey, I got an
Yeah, pretty
idea.
good.
Do not try this at
A
home.
bazooka,
Blah, blah,
but it's
blah,
a fireworks
blah, blah.
launcher.
Blah blah.
We're gonna start with, you know the game. We can't start here. So we're gonna start with something a little bit smaller and work our way up. We're gonna start with shooting some plastic.
I don't have
We
this
a
all, I
1
just
inch
have some
FMW
cuts
off
here,
the front
but
plows of Mammoth.
It's a really
We
good
have
idea.
half-inch Tegrity, which is a woven polypropylene that Huge is using this year. We have 2 pieces.
This
of
was so much
3/4
fun to film.
plastic
It's just
composite laminate
hanging
that
out with
Singapore
BattleBots
using,
friends,
but we wanna know
shooting
how it
robot
comes out.
parts.
Then we have
Is this
half-inch
the only time you did
FMW
it?
off the tail spear.
Yeah, we were going to do it again, but some of Mammoth wasn't on board with firearms and then just got caught up in the whole BattleBots crush.
You shipped me a part of like a BattleBots wall to do the second video, right? I think. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it over here. We're gonna shoot that next. I
Oh,
think.
hang on.
Let me pop you up bigger.
Yeah, make them big. What do you got
Yeah,
there?
Sorry.
Kaboom.
I just remember that. It's like the thickness of the BattleBots wall with the exact panel we have to see if
Oh.
the BattleBots is bulletproof.
Oh, I see. That would be interesting.
That
to see.
was the plan for the second video, but
Is that 1.5 inch then?
yes, but it's like 1/8
Laminate.
to 2
Yeah.
half inch and 1/8,
Quarter,
Like
half,
the
quarter.
like the real panel. But yeah,
So
Interesting.
that's the plan. The plan is to go shoot a whole bunch of guns at the battle box and see what it holds.
Can we hit that with Sal and see what happens to it?
Yeah, 100%.
Or maybe
we've done
that's
that before.
The
already
handguns,
been
we got some
done.
shorter pounder, our frame rail, and the aluminum. But we couldn't put any appreciable dents in the steel. So now I'm going to step up to rifles and see what happens.
So, if I
I'm not
recall
sure to
correctly,
pounder.
some of your plastics were stopping every handgun round. Was that true?
Tegris.
Tigris stopped all the handgun rounds?
Yeah, quarter-inch plated Tegris caught 357 Magnum.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was amazed. Oh,
No, you're good. Oh, is that it
What
there?
is it?
that's
Some of the stuff
the
they shot.
that's part of Nelly. So we blew through that with a 30-aught API.
I didn't snipe the whole video, but
Since the 223 went through everything,
there's the actual mammoth piece.
we got a half-inch
Yeah,
piece
this
of
is
AR
this one's
right there.
titanium, which did not do well.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, honestly.
I mean, it's hard to eBay titanium, but still.
Yeah.
Freaking
I just love this the way
I-
this table is. This is very artistically arranged. I did appreciate the layout here, with like the things piled in front of the other things, and it's just it's a
We
good
were just
layout.
sending it. Yeah.
I'm not going 30-06 just because we can.
There we go, 30-06 guys.
Now we do the same
Standard
kind of thing,
sniper.
except not with bot parts, but we have
See
like
if we can get through that half.
our own jetted out, not Pikachu's, but other things. And we just do a
could-
shoot 'em up
probably
like
shouldn't
once a
say
year.
What they are.
Listen
No,
to
we're
this
not going
thing.
to.
Listen to the boom on this rifle.
I think you hit the M. Pretty close.
Now shorter?
It's oversaturating the mic on the camera.
Yeah.
Are we trying to hit the pipe or just hit Nelly?
Just hit Nelly.
Just hit Nelly.
That's a meme right there.
That is a meme. Actually, it'd be fun to have a retired bot, the whole bot downrange, and just.
I was
just
gonna do that
plow
with
it.
Fusion
We got a
before he
Fusion.
shipped it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a nice bulge on the
Actually,
backside.
speaking of that, Lars just
no, he
messaged me asking
survived.
when he's going to get his fusion.
That, but no.
Well, he keeps wanting more
fast
parts, and I just I don't know what
that's
to
the-
give him.
that's the
There's
part right
so
behind
many.
you, isn't it?
He just asked about having a serious conversation about Hydra, also. So you never know. Lars might be getting a Hydra soon.
Wow, that'd be a wild. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
man,
ice?
this is really making me want to grab some guns.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little hard over here.
Okay.
This is a really fun edit. Who produced this video? This end part is really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, this
This
is
was
really
all
fun.
me.
Yeah.
I probably spent 6 weeks on the total edit. I was pretty new at long form anything. And I just took Mammoth Ranch episodes and was like, okay, this.
It really personalizes like a lot of the team members and stuff too, with the shenanigans in the pits and stuff.
That was the intent. So,
Oh
thank
shit!
you.
This was pre-COVID. This was the last pre-COVID year.
No,
Yeah,
that
we did the Mammoth Ranch during COVID, which is
that was before
one of the
Doomba.
reasons it was so much fun.
Were you on Mammoth during the Mammoth Gate incident where the pit overrun was happening?
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
That's
what this one. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I co-founded Mammoth. I was there the whole time until this year. But yeah,
Okay.
we were definitely trying to take over your pits.
Yeah. And Rachel's not here, but she loves that story so much because it's like, you know, if you're gonna play silly games, it's nice if the other people are playing back.
Yeah,
Right.
We didn't even realize the first half. We were just like, I thought I moved this.
No, I put a little mark on the floor, and every morning we moved our shit closer to your shit.
Like an inch at a
Yeah,
time.
like an inch.
Yeah.
Right.
One to Brad. The screws, and here comes Mammoth to tip it over. He's legendary bot.
Where is that? Look at the tiny arena.
God,
Holy cow.
Hydra would destroy that arena.
That's Orlando Maker Fair, and after we fought this mammoth there, we were like, we can't go back. We'll kill a child.
That's so small.
You're putting stuff through the walls.
We
did a
slammed
fight with
an
Hughes in
entire
that arena
250
as well.
against those windows, and like the whole wall moves a little bit. And the kids panic, which is awesome. I love watching kids panic. But yeah, we were
Well,
no, we can't.
A lot of things give to take all that energy, as long as it doesn't break, right?
Oh, look
This
at
fight
that.
is amazing.
Yeah. Is this at your makerspace?
Yeah, that was our old location.
Oh, that's a sweet looking. What do you got there? What is that?
It is AR pistol.
Oh, that's AR?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just this is a really small person because it looks really big.
Yeah, that's
The
Liz.
magazine-
She's like 100 pounds.
The magazine looked longer. I thought it was like a 7.62 or something.
No, she's just really tiny.
Yeah.
Well, she's easily handling it.
Oh,
God.
Danby gets an appearance.
Danby gets it. Gets totally consumed by Mammoth.
So our very first outing at Orlando Maker Fair, we did that to Danby. And I think the producers saw that and were like, yeah, let's do that again. So the entire fight, we were like, okay, let's get him inside us. We added little like dongers on the forks so that we could puke them out afterwards. We called them puke ramps.
So you're trying to get them inside you and get them with your dongers. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
100%. That was the entire point of that fight.
Well, it works. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some beautiful stuff here.
The one spot not to hit on Mammoth, right?
Whoa, what was
Yeah.
that? Was that the arena?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So,
So that's the exhaust out the top, right?
yeah, we got flipped, and Will Bales turns to us and he says, "Do you want more?" And Ricky says yes, and I say everything but the battery box. And Will Bales immediately drives full speed into the battery box.
So not that spot then.
All right,
how's he
let's do this. How can an AR be a pistol?
Pretty simple. It doesn't have a stock.
So it has it's you just a short barrel. In fact, I got one. I got one right here.
I almost grabbed one.
Something without a shoulder stop on it. Is that what you're
I
saying?
almost grabbed mine,
Makes
but
it a pistol.
Well, she was shouldering it, so it was probably violating a law.
Oh, hey,
Legally, that's fine.
I got you, Dick. I got you.
Oh, I already did it.
No, I did it.
Well,
You
I
undid
did
it.
But that,
before you did it.
Wait a
You
minute.
undid it.
That's
that's not an AR.
what do you got going on there?
It's an AR.
No, but why do you have
Oh.
a gas tube on top?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it is AR rounds, but I don't. Yeah, it's gas. It's a gas, not a pistol.
There's no
It's
buffer
AR.
tube.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's like a short stroke.
Yeah. That's like the AK.
But it's got the gas tube, but I didn't want it with the stupid buffer on the back. This thing,
I mean, which makes, in my opinion, makes it a real pistol. But
Yeah. No, that's a pistol.
Oh, we have a special guest, folks.
the amount of bark that a rifle round through a short barrel makes, because you have so much unfired gas.
Mm-hmm.
It's just insane how much gas comes out of the muzzle.
At least the stock AR break is kind of good for that, but as soon as you change it, it just becomes insane.
So, you guys were all asking about why Terry wasn't here, right? Well,
Hey! Oh shit! We got to do a gun check. Gun check.
Oh, he
Gun
didn't.
check.
He spent all
He
the
wasn't
time
with
getting
us
his
because he
computer
was
working. Didn't
he
bring
was
his
setting up
gun.
his stream pond side on the new concrete slab we just poured. So that's where he's at.
Yeah, Tom didn't have this much problem on location last week.
I just used my phone.
That's the hydrofoil.
Yeah, you just used the phone.
Yeah, we'll get her out later. How
So, yeah,
goes
this
it today?
Hey, $100 to see Terry go ride that surfboard.
I'll put in 50.
Dude, it's gonna be like $2,000 before I get on that surfboard in that cold ass water.
How much to have him take Gilligan's Island out?
What's
Oh,
that?
there's some nice pictures.
Take
of
out the
working.
what do you call that, Virgin Island or something? How much to take
Oh.
Virgin Island out?
Yeah, we don't have the batteries on it yet for the trailer.
Why is it called the Virgin Island?
That's
just
a good
is.
question.
Because that's
Why
where
is
Reese
it?
hangs out.
So you were dealing with Windows updates then? Is that what took you so long?
Yeah, I don't want to go there. Just suffice to say, I like Ginger better than I like Windows right now.
So everybody, we didn't really fill you in, but he is literally live on location at Ewart Lake.
Reese Lake.
Ewart Lake.
Eeyore
Reese Lake.
Acres. God
Eeyore
dang it.
Acres.
Eeyore Acres.
Now, what do you got? You built this lake pond, and then you put fish in it. What do you got? Tell us what's going on here.
Well, we might have some fish yet. We had a little winter kill, and
Oh, no.
nobody's caught one yet,
lot.
so we have to see.
So
Careful,
what's going on
there
that
might be
slab?
some DNR members watching.
Oh, this is just a little slab. I could get the camera up here and kind of show you around. Give you a little tour.
No, it's not a 500-foot Ethernet. Show them the antenna first.
There's
Yeah, Jake.
Over
put
there, you got
that
the flagpole.
there.
I had to throw up a wireless broadcasting thing to the shop, which is also in the background, right in the middle there, that
background.
little slanted building.
You can see the
So
we're
we're blowing the internet over to his pond, and then we're broadcasting it out so he can get it at his computer there. And of course, we got cameras up, so we can do a time lapse later on of the whole
I might have to
build
go
process.
there. Try out my bikini.
Really, we should all be there doing a grilling, right? Grill out
Yeah,
right now.
we should. I fucking second that
You're
idea.
so funny. Now, my internet, I get like 20 down and like 3 up. So I don't have jack for internet. Now, he's got some Spectrum stuff, so it's like 100 meg download, whatever. And
Here's the new slab in the steps. There'll be a dock out here, and we'll get some beach sand off to the sides here.
the 5 gigahertz antenna that he has set up gets like 50 up and 50 down. So yes, he has better internet at the pond. Now the pond is like in town, so it's not like it's super far away, but
It's way up north.
mine's getting blasted like 5 miles off to the nearest water tower. So
It's
that's why I got
north of 29, which makes us Hicks to half the state. But to us, you got to be north of 64 to be a Hick.
So let's revisit all of this stuff later. We were just getting into some interesting stuff because I was going to go do a gun check, and then I want to talk to Philippe a little bit about like
Okay.
what he's got and what he likes. You got something, Terry?
Gun check.
Gun check.
That's all I got today.
Come on, Pat.
I mean, Brice would probably like this, right?
Doomba.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, you can do a wheel it. Mine's in the back of the 4-wheeler right now.
Right.
So what do you got? What do you got, Brice?
Retta.
Oh, nice. Look at he just produces it. Was
92.
I know what's happening.
A1.
I got another one on deck just in case, but we're not there yet.
Reese. Reese, identify the gun. What is it?
92 A1. A3. Oh,
threaded barrel.
Yeah.
You got the rest of it? You got something to put on there?
No, officer.
Yeah, you got to do like I do at the gun range. Let me see an ATF badge. You jackasses. My shit's obviously all legal because I'm an American, but like gun range people, I can't stand them. They're always like, "Oh, where'd you get that? Do you have where's your tax stamp?" I'm like,
tell me about
Show me a badge. Show me a badge.
I was at my parents' house because that's the only place I could shoot guns.
Yeah, we do have bad
shooting off my bump fire, and one of the neighbors called the cops on me. Comes out there, hey, I heard you had a fully automatic weapon here. I said, no, that's just my gun. I got a fast finger.
Yeah,
and
last time I was at the range, one of the guys was like, "Oh yeah, here's my integrally expressed pistol. Like my mini Uzi. Like, do you want to shoot them?" And I was like, "Yes, of course I do." And we had a great day. Just random guy down 3 lanes. Just great day.
That's really nice because like it just seems like they like want to make sure that nobody is breaking a rule that they don't want to break, that they won't break.
Yep.
Right? It's like, oh, you got all your paperwork. I'm like, it was getting to a point where I was gonna tattoo my tax stamps like on my arm.
He's not joking either.
I would have done it.
That's kind of the point. Is in certain respects,
he's got his shirt with his COVID sticker on there. He got that printed off real big.
The government kind of makes you so miserable that you just don't want anybody else to have their fun as well. And it's like, no, we're all gonna have our fun. You're the problem, not the people.
Okay. What do you got, Philippe? You into this or not? There we go.
He's
got
into
something.
It. Oh.
What is it?
KSG.
Nope.
Shock
or no?
If someone can find what it is, I'm gonna give him $20.
Okay, fine. Cushion Pup SKS.
Is it modded at all?
Nope. I mean, the top rail is not stock on this version, but on the later version, it's stock.
Well, I
Are
like
you
that
still in
very
Canada?
much.
I love that.
I like that very much.
I'm gonna give you. It takes AR mags, and I'm gonna give you an idea. You can't have this in the US.
Is it a FAMAS?
It's not a Keltec.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
You can't own this brand in the US.
Oh, so it's an import.
I wouldn't know it then.
It's a Norinco P97. It's the main gun of the Chinese army right now.
Okay.
So
is it light? Is it polymer?
Oh yeah, it's like 6 pound, I think.
He's actually got a safety lock on the thing too.
I have.
Very Canadian.
I actually live in a communist country, so I.
It's bullpup. So do you have a magazine?
Yep, it's a.
I bet it
right
looks really
now-
sweet.
Yeah, it's a AR mag. I can take, and it has like no
How nice.
recoil. It's really cool. I need to
I
change
brought-
the red dot on it. But
Where's the ejection port? Is it on the
It's,
side, just like
out the
it's right
top?
there.
Oh.
So when I shoot it, it shoots right there.
Okay.
And it just eject the case. It's all the Norinco guns do that. I have an SKS too from them.
Yeah.
And it just this is probably the coolest gun I can get right now in Canada because the AR is banned. So
yeah, you can have that, but you can't have the AR.
So how many guns are you up to? You said you had like 7 the last time. What are you up to now?
I got some more. I sold some more. So I just I really like to have cool guns, but I get tired of guns easily. So yeah.
How could you get tired of guns?
One,
why are you tripping
person
like that?
Has a P90, but
Tired
it's
of
not an
specific
SMG. It's a semi-auto.
One of the
He
cool
does.
things.
He does
Oh,
not
Jake,
have it
holy
with
cow.
him. I have what I have is my SKS bullpup here. So it's bullpup night
Is
apparently.
it the RDB or?
I actually don't know. I traded this gun for one of my AR pistols.
Are you
Look
sure?
how short it is.
This really looks. What caliber is it?
It's 7.62, 7.62 39.
Okay, this really looks like an SKS bolt.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got a modded SKS
It might be. I don't know.
because
I traded an AR pistol for this, which was like $400. I think I got a pretty sweet deal for it.
oh yeah,
It's rather heavy. I got one more. This is my MP5.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's pretty nice.
Is that a 9?
It's a 22. 22.
Ooh,
I want that so bad.
22 is the most lethal weapon in the United States. Just a little known fact for you.
It's cheap to use too.
yeah.
That's
People
the
can't
thing.
afford to shoot 9. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just buy boxes of 550 rounds for like.
Is that an
Really
HK or is it somebody else?
It is a clone. It's actually a GSG.
I was looking at that one.
It's nice. It's really nice, but yeah, I mean, you can't say you actually have a MP5.
No, but you can also just go spray trash for $5.
Yeah. I have one.
First one. Okay.
yeah. 5.56 is just spicy 22.
What was
That's
that comment that you just had? up
Spicy
there?
22.
The Springfield XD 9 mil in Tiffany blue. This is the wife's gun that she won
Just gonna
for
set
$30.
these guns down. I'll be back.
9mm.
9mm, yeah.
Is Reese going to get the cannon?
Guys, the stream just went down, by the way.
Sure enough, detected copyrighted audio.
From what?
What have we done now?
Well, that's wrong. Just hold on, it'll come back. We didn't have
What do
any
we do this
copyrighted
time?
audio.
It's a conspiracy. It's because there were guns.
It was the sounds of gunfire.
Oh, I can't even chat because the live chat has been disabled.
Oh no,
I think they banned it.
the liberals found us, guys.
It's still live on Reese's stream.
Okay, so don't say anything stupid then, because it's still live.
Fuck.
Why would I stop now?
That is strange though that it would kick out one and not the other. That means it has to be reported, right? Because it's the same content.
I see Jake.
Oh, I'm really big. Hi. Let's get me smaller. Yeah, there we go. Much better.
Oh, you look way thinner.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I got that camera squeezed.
Why aren't you guys at a lake? It's Memorial Weekend, for Christ's sake.
I like
just
to
got
think
done
you've gone to the effort of all that setup, Terry, because they didn't teach you that you can change the background on your camera feed. And you've gone to all that hassle to build a concrete decking for that
Are we
shot.
back yet?
Actually,
So when you
check
when you
this
say
out.
you built that
A
lake,
little bit.
Yeah,
did
we
you bulldoze that whole thing
the whole shit. Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
with like a bobcat, or did you get like something nice?
D10 dozer.
D6. We had a
D6.
How is the
D6
chat still
and
working?
Still
Well,
nice?
I can't chat with the Team Whyachi page, but Mr. Eeyore that I'm logged into now can chat.
Uh,
So I
bring
don't
up-
know.
bring
It's
up the
the
pic-
whole Team Whyachi thing is just shut.
I just
as a
sent the
team.
overall
okay, so we're still
picture
live
to
on
the-
Mr. Eeyore.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Reese, you're hosting it.
Reese's girlfriend offended
All
YouTube
right.
mods.
We're live.
How are they still chatting and we can't?
We can't as Team Whyachi. We can as Eeyore though.
Hello.
I just brought up a larger picture of the lake on the team.
Oh no,
We
I
don't
can't.
care anymore.
I
Just keep
can't.
going.
I can't chat.
Yeah, just keep going.
Are we live or not?
We'll just
It doesn't matter.
It'll be in
We
replay.
got-
It doesn't matter.
We got Brice here, and
Yeah.
Parks, and Tom.
Hello.
Pat.
That's what we get for talking about firearms.
That's probably what did it. I don't know.
I was gonna show my soldering
Canadian
iron for
dude.
gun check.
Yeah, we're not done. We're not done with this. Okay, so
I think
I
it was
got-
the guns. Honestly,
yeah, whatever. So I got Brice. Any idea here?
Ruger SP9, Ruger SP357. Is it a Ruger?
Yep.
Looks like a 357.
No hammer, 357. So it's pocket pistol.
Hey.
What does it do not having a hammer, Dick?
Of course, as you can see,
that,
all.
that keeps you that so you can put it in your pocket. If you have a hammer, it can catch.
It catches
It's snagged.
It
Can
can
you
just
just
snag
But
put
on
how
it.
does it fire without a hammer?
Oh, there's
It's
internal.
it's just inside here.
Oh, okay.
There's-
So
You can see the cover on it.
see, it's totally see everyone. It's totally empty. Barrel
Interesting.
tube.
I've never seen one.
Well, yeah. So it's striker fired
Yep.
versus, your normal one where your hammer actually carries the weight into your firing pin. Like this big guy.
I got
Here's
you.
your hammer. Now when you
Yeah, you
this is not a
overcompensating for
rifle.
something there, my man,
This
or
is
what?
a pistol. Your hammer there would come forward and boom.
It's not the
little-
rifle, but I've
Hey,
seen
Tom
people
and
shoot
Parks.
those, so.
Yes.
Do you know where
Yeah.
Mr. Eeyore's channel is? Because we're still live there.
We are still live in this chat. They're saying we can see them. They can see us.
I'll post a
apparently
new
we
link to the
just can't.
Discord.
Just our
so
team
here-
chat, and I can't control the stream at all. But we're still
Somebody-
live, apparently.
Somebody asked about night vision goggles. I have a pair of them. But what I also have, I built this AR to be super lightweight, and then it's got a nice night vision scope. Let's see if we can show you what's going on in here. Oh yeah. So you can't really see it, but it's like white hot in there because it's kind of bright in here.
Yeah.
But it would be night vision, so this is probably my most expensive gun, just because of the sight.
So
What
you
makes
got,
it so expensive?
Just the sight. I mean, I do have like a $300 stainless barrel on it too. It's 18-inch instead of 16. It's pretty well built.
It'd be lucky if Eeyore lasts more than 10 seconds.
Hey, he does something right. They're obsessed with him. They're calling him all hours of the night, talking to him.
okay,
Yeah, they-
I
so,
don't know what it is.
It's just the FBI's coming for us,
Every
apparently.
girl I ever talked to, she's like, why am I interested in you? I'm like, I don't know. Fucking leave.
and they're still looking for that baseball mitt.
Yeah, I haven't found that yet.
okay, Parks
Yes,
and
sir.
Tom. Hang on. Let me get this out. Parks and Tom. The Reese.
I shared it on Discord already. I
Recent
shared
stream.
Reese's one on Discord.
Okay. Yeah. And if anybody got Reddit?
I can do Reddit as well. I'll get on that.
Okay, so everybody knows a community. It says community standards. That means that it was reported.
Yeah.
That means somebody,
Some little
Reported
fucking
it.
dip.
whatever.
Not gonna go there.
Probably the chainsaw.
Okay, so I think we got through that. Parks and Tom, did you have any jokes for this segment?
I want to see your hydrofoil, Terry.
That's all, yeah.
We
I was
need
gonna
Okay.
poke it in
moderator
my eye.
go back.
too
I
cold
can't give
yet.
that to you. So, okay, 1 second. Am I supposed to go to ER's channel now so I can look at this chat?
If you want to see the chat, yeah.
Well,
Oh my god.
The chat.
I could still see the chat though.
Yeah, but
can't
control
comment in
the chat.
'cause
Control
I only
the
just-
chat.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna wait 5 minutes.
Okay, guys.
to
Brice
subscribe.
and Philippe. This is kind of the last one of the season, so of course it had to go off the rails. I don't know. This is the first time we've had this issue. Damn it, Pat!
dick is
y'all-
going off the
y'all
rails
are
here.
so
Jeez.
quick to mute me before I even speak, but you can't mute Pat's beeping.
We just don't want to hear you.
Yeah, I
I
know.
still got to give you my gun.
Yes, somebody's got to give Speedy moderation at Mr. Eeyore.
I don't
Okay,
know how to do that. I'm not technical savvy.
Jake's supposed to handle that. Okay, so we got through that. Oh, wait, Brice
This
is
is
still.
My
Brice?
DSG 22.
1911.
Yeah. In 22, so you can just go shoot at trash all day.
22.
Fun.
Is that an arms core?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DSG.
I still need to show you guys my desert.
Right
eagle.
on. I like guns, if you can't tell. I got nearly 40 of them.
Okay, we got through that. Do you guys want to watch the fights with us, or are you not interested in that?
Hey, let me give you my gun.
I seen somebody was complaining that we didn't go through it fast enough because they want to go to sleep.
Right, but I wanted to front load the show with Brice and Philippe.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't
Yeah, we
I
want to
didn't
get
wanna trap them.
their decent content in. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to trap them into our shenanigans.
No, I'll just hang out
I
and
need to give
bullshit.
you my
That's
gun
fine.
show shit.
Oh, do you have a gun show?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got two things.
Tom's got a gun show.
Oh, okay.
Bryce is up
Okay,
there
Tom.
showing off the
Show us
guns.
what you got.
I've got a whole desert eagle for
Cut
you.
off.
No, you do not.
Oh, yes.
No,
I
he's
fucking
got.
do.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Fortnite.
God.
Fortnite.
I
Don't look
knew
at
it.
Fortnite.
Fortnite
Brian.
desert
We're not
eagle.
sponsored by Fortnite. Don't look at Fortnite. yeah,
It's
got a whole
it's a
desert
gun.
eagle for you.
It's
that a
it's
desert
fake.
eagle?
Hey, I'll
fake
comment. Oh,
And
wait,
it comes
wait,
with
wait a minute. There's
That's
not a
eagle.
hole on the end of that. Is that a squirt gun?
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. And this is a bit different, but for dinner today I had from Waitrose gunpowder potatoes.
Mmm.
Okay.
Vinegary.
That's what I've got.
Yeah. Right on. Right on. You watching some football in the background?
No, I'm watching episodes from Bullseye from 1986.
Oh.
It's a really shit UK game show. That's the best way I can describe it. I just leave it on in the background.
Is it darts?
Yes, it's really fucking boring darts with people with mullets and very billowy trousers.
Well, I tell you, I've watched a few highlights on YouTube. It's amazing how sometimes they actually hit the same dart 3 throws in a row. That is precision. I
Yeah,
can't hit
it's
the
not
same
good
board
darts.
2 times in a row.
No, this isn't good darts. This is a British sort of cult classic of how shit it was by today's standards.
Hmm.
I leave it on in the background. It's therapeutic.
All right. Cool beans. We lost half our viewership in the whole 2023 YouTube fiasco.
So, well, it's a good show to do it. Let me just read the. It says community guideline removal. So anybody in chat and you guys just tell me what we did wrong here.
It's
Your
the guns.
Hang on. Your content, live stream, wrap up, blah blah blah, removed due to violation of our community guidelines. Thanks for telling us what we did wrong. I don't know what that meant. But,
It's the guns.
We'll decide if we want to disagree. Something that may violate the guidelines.
Yeah.
Oh, we may violate it.
There might have
It's
been
the
enough
catch-all.
Enough people might have report bombed that even before they even looked at it, they were just like,
All right.
take it down. You know what I mean?
Where are they?
Oh,
Reese
I
is
got
going to
it.
do something.
I
We've
got
gotta
it.
fix
You know
Bryce.
what's beautiful? You know what's beautiful? They can't fucking report me. I'm untouchable.
Look at
I-
this, Bryce.
God damn it,
you.
Bryce.
God damn it, Bryce. It's gotta be you.
You got to
I'm a
frame
little
that
bit
one.
proud. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, good for you.
Wow.
That was
Wait.
dang it. That was his plan all along.
Yep.
To get us banned off of YouTube.
All right, now we got to go to Bryce's live stream.
I thought it was gonna be the bikini that did it, but turns out.
I did
Read
report
policy.
the bikini, yeah, but it didn't stick.
For
I
being
reported
too
it for not
sexy.
showing enough. It didn't show me
No.
enough.
Is there a report for being too sexy? Is that a thing?
can't. Content intended to sell firearms, instruct viewers on how to make firearms, ammunition and certain accessories. Oh, ammunition and certain accessories.
I mentioned
Maybe
my
it was
bump
when
stock.
you were answering my
Or ins-
question on the hammer.
Or
I
instruct
mentioned my bump
viewers-
stock.
You did
No,
mention your bump stock.
Bump stocks are still legal. Or instruct viewers
No,
on
they're
how
they're
illegal.
not.
I had to destroy mine under President Trump.
Well, it doesn't say anything about bump stocks.
Yeah, it does. Right there
Where?
at the bottom.
Where?
Yeah, drop in
Accessories
Like
Oh, yeah.
7/8 of the
Automatic
way
fire.
down the page.
accessories that
7/8,
convert firearm
huh?
to
So-
automatic fire, such as bomb stock, Gatling triggers, drop-in auto sears, and or conversion kit.
Yeah, but you didn't show any. You didn't show any of that. You just mentioned it.
No, I mentioned it.
Yeah.
You said the word, damn it.
I said it. And I said it here too. So now we're gonna get taken down.
No.
Except
somebody-
I'm untouchable on this Mr. Eeyore channel. You guys don't know. I have an angel looking over this channel.
Bless up.
No, you got Satan
You're-
looking at your
You've got
channel.
your priest looking down on us.
It's that easy.
Yeah, he's probably watching this.
I clicked
Thank
the
you,
appeal.
Father
It's
Tim.
that easy. Okay.
He reported
Father
this.
Donovan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much.
Bryce,
You wanna touch about robots?
Bryce and Philippe, just so you know, we get the vast majority of the views of this content are later anyway. It doesn't. It's really irrelevant. I mean, the chat really helps us because it kind of drives the show, but it doesn't. It's not necessary. We'll get 98% of the views are from replays.
Plus, our
So-
real fans are here now. It's not just the tag-alongs. We kind
So-
of
And they're all gonna
shedded
see
the
the
dead weight.
bikini anyway.
Oh,
you're
they're
saying
going to see it.
dead weight should
They're
Yeah.
gonna- I'm sure
Yeah.
that's probably on Reddit already.
Basically, we're live streaming on both my channel and the team's page.
And on Rumble.
But-
and I
and on
record it
Rumble.
locally.
Yes. So we're
the
gonna
team's
have it.
page got cut. For some reason, my page did not. And I'll tell you why, folks. Again, for the last time. Because I have a green light on this channel with a YouTube god. I'm going to name drop. Mr. Beast himself told me, do whatever the fuck you want on this channel. You're good to go,
Right.
man.
Because Mr. Beast is untouchable.
It's also on Rumble, link in description. You can pretty much do anything on Rumble. Okay. So, enough chaos. This is
That
the
was cool.
this is the final episode here.
Hey, we're getting to the fights now. Is that what we're finally doing?
Yeah, I didn't want to
Okay.
trap guests in this area.
Oh, instead we go through a stream shutdown.
Yes,
Yeah.
Andrea. It's there's some shitty people in this world that would just, want to take a good thing and fuck it up for other people. You can't pray for the sinners. Pray for the sinners.
Okay, let's watch this fight.
All right.
Jameson Go called his shot perfectly here. Right from the start, he said that back corner when they're upside down. And he nails
It's
it.
a lucky hit.
No,
This
it's
was my
always-
favorite fight of the whole night.
It is a brick first, and then it's got a really strategic weapon on top,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's why it can
Drop
win as
the
well
hammer.
as it does.
But
watch him
these,
line this up.
these
And he's
forks,
smart about it.
these forks here on Sawblaze, they look like they're solid now, right? They don't have the little hingy tips.
Well, see,
Oh.
last time he fought Minotaur,
they?
he had a I mean, it looked like
Oh, they
almost
do
a
have the
half
tips.
dome
The,
thing.
the center one does.
Yeah, those edge ones don't. Yeah,
Edge ones are solid, like 3/4 inch AR. or
and people
1
are
inch.
I'll share
complaining
with you
about
about this fire at the end of the fight.
people are complaining that he doesn't use the saw enough. But this is a strategic weapon. This is really a
Yeah.
control
Yeah,
weapon.
he's being smart.
Yeah, it's wedge first and then weapon when I can. At least he's
Yeah,
spinning
one
the
with the
thing
pin
all the
first.
time now. He used to wait with the spinner and just not ever use it. And then, I'll spin it up now and wait. And now it's being like, okay, I'm always spinning it. I'm always keeping it ready in case he can use it.
Something pretty cool about Minotaur here. They made a composite top plate and maybe a bottom. I think it was just
Nope.
the top.
Didn't have enough weight for the bottom, which is what caused the problem.
But it was basically really thick aluminum and Kevlar. Was it Kevlar?
I think
all like epoxied together. It was layer after layer after layer. Like I think 3 or 4 layers of just some random shit. And
it's like a
Sawboy still went
multi-layered
through it.
carbon. Yeah.
I love the
Sawblaze hit him
Brazilians.
on the bottom.
Was it the bottom?
Yeah, Sawblaze
Yeah,
hits him
and
on
that's
the
what-
bottom.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
Jameson was going for.
The less unprotected spot.
Yeah, they waited for him to get flipped over, and then they went.
I don't know. He's got a gash on the top there.
It's well, yeah, but the fire's coming out his asshole.
Yeah,
First it
his
was on the
batteries
top,
are on the
and then you got
bottom
another
side
hit on
though.
the
There's a gap in there on the battery packs on the top plate.
I want to say that Dylan from Horizon helped make that top plate, but I don't know if that's right. I feel like he said that. Let me ask.
Hey, Doomba guys, what do you think of Horizon?
Oh, they're cool. We borrowed tools from them for the whole 3 weeks we're there.
Do you think that? I thought that bot really has some promise with it striking from the side, though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the whole strategy of just hitting one side and just because of the energy, just flips around and hit the other. It's perfect. And, during their fight against Shatter, they really showed what it could do. You know.
They just at the event we just had, they actually put together the robot and did some weapon upgrades, so it spins up way faster. And they did a test in the test box at that space is only 18 by 18, and Horizon's 7 feet long, so it's a little bit of a tight fit, but it looks cool. They're fighting Doom this weekend, and yeah, they're all really nice guys.
I thought
The
Banshee was
Horizon
fighting
team
this
are
weekend.
really cool. They worked really hard to get that thing through safety.
Hey Pat, did you have some comment about the fire?
Yeah, it was
Banshee fights
pretty
this weekend,
interesting. That was the first time that that Minotaur caught fire that bad, and I wish a lot more teams would do it. But they actually have a compartment for their batteries, so there's a divider in the back of their bot. But they also have their battery packs in live poly bags. So when they caught fire, it was pretty controlled. I mean, it wasn't going to go throughout the bot or anything. But it did burn through all their packs, but the damage was pretty simple. Like, had they not had those packs, it would have probably cost them another 45 minutes in the cooldown area to clean them up. But being that they were all in the live poly bags, we were just able to pick them up and pull them out there and stuff. But I believe they run a redundant system, so even though they lost some battery packs, they were still able to run their drive system.
They did
wait,
really
so
well
what
not
is
to
your-
use driver weapons till the end.
Say what, Tom?
I said that Minotaur did really well not to lose drive or its weapons till the very end. They kept going and were controlling the fight still ablaze.
And then they died when Sawblaze wasn't even touching them. It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Your shit can only last so long on fire.
So what's your name for Huge Weasel? What'd you call him?
A big gangly son of a bitch.
Ah, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
See, what
After
I'm most
I tell you, after my fight with him, I said this is a different Huge. I don't see any. I thought they were gonna win the nut. I didn't see anyone beating them.
Yeah.
I thought that too for
Well-
most of the episode.
they the one team that made a gimmick for them is what won the
Yeah.
you know you had to beat
Yeah.
them. You can't run into them. Now the
Well.
people who continued to watch Huge just wreck every vert, right? And then how do you go into a match thinking that your bot is so much better than every other bot that tried the same exact thing that you don't even attempt to do anything else? I mean, are you delusional
don't
at that
have
point,
weight.
Bryce? Or
Maybe
do you
they don't
just
have
think
weight.
that your bot is just that much better than, say, Mad Catter or whoever Huge just went up against before this Witch Doctor fight?
I would say Mad Catter put up the best fight against Huge. And their
Yeah, they ripped
fucking
that
weapon
chunk out
went.
of the wheel.
Their fucking weapon went down for some reason. That's another weird thing. Everybody's weapon goes down against fucking Huge. What is
Yeah.
going on here?
Well, it takes out
They can
Belt.
snipe. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can snipe where other people can't.
Well, here's my opinion though on this. The strategy for like a bot like Witch Doctor, if you watch these fights through this lens, is essentially just flail yourself into the bar. And that's
Yeah, and then once the bar stopped, you maybe try taking a chunk out of the wheels.
right. Like right here, boom. Just
drove
and-
straight into the weapon.
Yeah,
Which
and that's-
normally works for Huge, but they got some extra power. They got
Yeah,
some
they
extra
figured it out
juice
this
in
year.
that weapon this year.
That's through the lens. Like that's I think why we took so much heat with the bike rack is like everybody just Huge wants you to just flail yourself into their bar.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
On that bike rack, I mean, if you have a decent sized vert, and I'm not saying like a 8-inch diameter fusion size vert, but I'm saying like more of a standard one, 15, 16-inch diameter vert, that's got a little reach out front of your bot. Stick a freaking bike rack on there on either side of your vert. That way his wheels hit it. And the only damn thing your weapon can hit is either his weapon or his wheels. So
right there.
It'd do
You just
pretty
stay
well.
there. Yeah.
So I've been the weird robot that nobody knows how to fight. It's awesome. Like you're fighting another vert. You've done this 8 times. They're fighting Mammoth or Huge. They've never done this in their life. It's so unnerving for people to go up against something that they've never seen before, never tried before.
You're just gonna have to butch up and go with the out of whack stuff, though, because you can't just assume that you're gonna be able to attack a weapon that's just there, right?
Now,
for both Huge and Mammoth, we're going to keep the weapon pointed at you. We're not going to let you get around to the side.
Right.
We're massive. You don't have the speed to get around to the side because you'd have to be 12 times faster than us to do so.
Doesn't Mammoth has like one of the fastest top driving speeds? I think Kyle from Hypershock told me that, right? Like if you guys have the space, you can get up to 50 miles an hour or something crazy.
We were like mid 30s. I think this year's a little bit slower because it's pointless in the box. But if you let it, it'll go up to mid 30s. And it's also the geometry is configured so that you're super twitchy. So you can always space the weapon.
So other builders, what I saw some of the fans complaining about like Jameson's attachments. We're all good with that, right?
Hell yeah.
And what do you think, Brice and Philippe? That it's okay to put some bunny ears on your bot, right?
Oh yeah, of course. What's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference between changing your forks for a wedge and adding bunny ears to your bot?
Yeah,
That's my
changing
argument.
forks to a huge plow for horizontals or whatever.
And I tell you, it could have
argument.
went very south for Jameson. it could have. I mean,
It was for the first.
It was.
Yeah.
The
First
guy
30
completely
seconds, he was
modified-
getting tossed.
Yeah, he completely modified his robot.
Throwing
in the
yourself into a vert. A horizontal's different because they go away.
Yeah,
usually.
You can help with the arena. When you're in a vert, the floor helps them against you.
And usually when you build some weird bullshit, it works against you.
Yeah.
Right.
I've done on
And
Mammoth.
here's
We're like,
the-
oh yeah, this is going to destroy the competition. And then you've never tested it before, and it turns out it's a terrible idea.
Okay, so everybody knows.
We have Hydra and Ribot.
Everybody knows. I could. I think I might have said it to Jake, or he just came up with it on his own. But he's trying to side spatula the forks. He's trying to do something. 'cause
Swipe
otherwise
tips.
This
Swipe
would have gone.
tips.
This would have touching tips would have gone 3 minutes, and Hydra would have won on aggression because it fired its weapon. If that's what fans wanted, because I see a lot of criticism. Oh, Jake really blew this fight. Well, he's trying to do something at least.
Yeah, but no offense. It was one driving error that cost you this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
but there's
That's
all
all it takes in a fight. Like you were
Yeah.
3 inches away.
No, I mean
Trademark.
there were several flips, and I would imagine that flipper was like an eighth or a quarter inch away from catching one of those forks, and it would have been over.
Mm-hmm.
You can see he's trying to turn and side slice under the forks. Because otherwise, this nose to nose, this would have never ended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And neither one.
hindsight
neither,
probably
neither
would've
one of
been.
these
You
bots-
have to pluck your way across every single one of those forks. So Ribot did it pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not taking it away from him. That's a strategy. They won. They deserve to win. But if it would have gone 3 minutes, both bots would have been crucified
Yeah.
for
And
not
then-
fighting.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you say, well, how come you're not fast enough to get around to your side? Well, with either of these bots just turned and tried to go around to the
That's
side,
the only thing
what
I
happened.
would say.
it wouldn't have worked.
The only thing I would say, hindsight 2020, to do different in this fight is just fucking run backwards and make them move and hopefully fuck up one of their forks.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I was going backwards. He wouldn't attack
No,
me.
I mean like full speed.
Oh.
No.
If I may, when I was watching this, I was hoping that Jake, you would drag it out for 3 minutes and force a slightly bullshit judge's decision, and it showed them that one, the floor needs fixing, and two, forks are getting a bit ridiculous now.
No, the floor is fine. Everybody
It's the same
runs
for
left
everyone.
to the floor.
It's the same for everyone.
I mean, I could say that he probably knew I was dead for quite some time there, and he did do a lot of extra hits that weren't really necessary had he have
But
just
this-
sat for a second and watched.
But this is the advantage of this material for this application.
Mm-hmm.
Ribot could fling other bots like 8 feet in the air on any of these
Yep.
hits.
The
But what
tie,
you're
the
seeing is
tie
it's
slowly
it's
chunks
just-
out.
It just chunks out, and Hydra doesn't go barrel rolling head over heels.
It probably flexes a bunch before it even chunks out.
And then they just patch those holes because the rest of it, where it breaks, it's not that bent.
Yeah, the same thing from the hypershock fight or the death roll too. You know, it chunks out. It's a bitch to fix all the time, but
And Jake, you know what I say. It's really really difficult to beat the same bot twice.
Correct. At the
They-
same scheme, because they're going to come with something different.
Right. They had like a whole year or 2 years to stew over the last loss.
Yeah, I mean, Hydra should have played dead a long time ago. Once that fight was lost, play dead. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's the last fight.
What was it that killed you in the end, or was it just too much damage overall?
Well, every time he hit me, it like locked up one of those wheels because it pinched in on the wheels. So he hit twice, both back corner and front corner were hit. He did finally, on the very last hit, actually hit the switch, and it broke the switch apart when he cut all the way through it. So he did hit the main power for the receiver. Now the bot was still like active, but the receiver wire was shot, so it wasn't getting any more signal.
Yes, if you want to beat Hydra, win the ground game.
Yeah,
Which
this
means-
is the checkmate. This is kind of the checkmate, the long, thin little forks. But I don't think BattleBot's going to change the rules to protect Hydra.
No, so this means all
do you-
Hydra going forward is just going to be that crap all the time, which is
Yeah, everybody will
another
have the forks.
reason to not bring Hydra back, because the fights will just end up being all of that all the time.
It's getting harder and harder to win with Hydra. And that's not being a crybaby. It's just a statement of fact.
And that's without taking into account the lack of out of the arena zones anymore, and
yeah,
just how
well,
little.
it's still no slouch though. How many bots made it to the quarterfinals in the last 3 years?
Yeah.
Just two.
Every year, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much every year it puts on a
Pretty
great
much
show.
what?
It's not
Hydra
slacking.
and Sawblades made it to the
Yep.
quarters or further the last
Yeah,
three seasons.
it must be so nice not starting on fire all the time.
Hey, the one time you touched my bot, though, it did start on fire. I said, don't even give me that crap.
You know, I realized it's because I'm a pyromaniac. I have a burn right here. I'm not flicking you off. This is legitimate. That's a burn on my middle finger. From when I was a little pup, just a little tyke, and I got a 3rd-degree burn on my finger and my leg. And I had plastic surgery. They relocated some fat, had plenty of it, and they put it on my finger and my leg.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's good with this decision, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
So-
you break their weapon. That's the whole criteria. It's damage with the primary
Hey, tell the
weapon.
geese to quiet down, Terry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what the
Good
hell?
Now, you could win damage, say 3-2, but if you could still lose aggression and control at that point and still lose the match.
What's worth more,
it's
damaging
possible.
somebody's weapon or damaging somebody's drive?
The drive.
Weapon.
Drive counts as more. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
then
Okay.
Riptide should win.
Right, but if the
Yeah,
wheel
but with the
essentially
new
just falls off.
with the new rules, Copperhead wasn't immobilized because of the drive, so it was still aggressive.
Yeah.
True. Yeah,
That's a
I
great
guess.
rule
I guess
change.
give the fight 20 more seconds, and it could have looked a lot differently,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
Yeah. What about the rule change? Were you going to say, Brice?
The mobility rule change.
I mean,
Great-
Copperhead is
great
still
rule.
hitting. Yeah, it's
I
still
hate that
hitting.
rule. Hate that rule.
No. If you can move, then either quit or
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, but okay.
gave us some great
So
fights
you're
this
going
year.
up against Tombstone. He's got one wheel and can't get to you. You're forced to go into his weapon.
Yeah, as someone who's been in that situation, I would entirely
Oh,
take that.
I have
Yeah.
never taken that shot. Not a
Mammoth
chance.
v. Tombstone, we both lost drive on one side, and he got stuck. He couldn't move. I would rather have gotten the chance to go hit him and saw what happened, rather than just, oh yeah, Tombstone wins. Bye.
Terry, this whole season you've been saying that to spin down to break the bearings or the other person's weapon is did you think that prior to this or after this fight? After these last two fights, because he
After.
did it to endgame too.
After.
No,
I'm not sure because Sid hasn't been on. But I would be
after
curious
the
to
Minotaur
know
fight
if that's
is
the
when
same weapon
everybody
that hit.
started.
If you have a
Now you're
certain,
gonna stop talking.
Listen, boys.
I'm gonna.
Terry
have a
is
certain
here.
vert-
I feel like Copperhead did this
Harry's
after
here.
the Minotaur fight.
He can
Is
answer
he?
this question. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even see him down there.
no, just the way. If you have a certain vert that's strong enough, and you can sustain the flips to the ceiling and back down, you might have a chance of breaking their weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if Sid was here, we could ask him. But I would be curious to know if Riptide's weapon was the same one that hit Hypershock, because
It's
it broke
possible.
like dead in the
It
center,
was.
and it could have been pre-cracked in that fight already.
I would think so.
It was the same one. He's been speaking on Discord earlier. It was the same one from the Hypershock.
Okay,
fight.
so
They
it
didn't have time-
they said
definitely
they
could have been
reused that
cracked
weapon.
already.
yeah, they didn't have time to change over.
You
So
know-
you're gonna have to hit him a few times before you actually crack it.
I think
is
he
what
did a
I'm
pretty
hearing.
decent job of driving Riptide there. I mean, yeah, Ethan driving probably would have been a completely different story, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to give Felix credit. He did amazingly well for 17-year-old first time
Yep.
in the battle box with those high
10
stakes.
years younger than me.
I should
Making
go
it
really
me
well.
existential dread.
There
How
were some
old are you?
there were some opportunities
Are
missed.
you
though, that-
18?
There were some opportunities missed
I'm
that
28.
that Ethan might not have missed. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once he
before
gets
his
that
first
first
time.
hit, he's running at you to get the second one.
It doesn't matter. Ethan was still undefeated this year.
Yep.
He just couldn't defeat COVID.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess he was defeated that
What-
way.
But what
The only
but
way
what-
to take him out is to give him COVID.
you know, on these quarterfinals here, you know, we had four, you know, the top four seeds in the quarterfinals for I think the first time ever. And we didn't have one top four bot go past the quarterfinals. It's a little unusual.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Fusion didn't start on fire, that you wouldn't be able to say that.
Which time?
Yeah.
The last time.
Okay.
This
Is it the last time though? If you're in Golden Bolt,
this dance.
As far as the viewers know, yeah.
I think
This
that
was stupid.
this went on a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first.
40 seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
This was the first time I was aware of them cutting this down to save on the edit. Like,
Well, this is the uncut version.
oh, this
well,
is.
Jameson had
Yeah,
a
but
point. Jameson had a point. He couldn't stop because he would get hit.
Right.
Right.
No,
You can't stop and back up.
Like, he shouts at the referee, "I can't stop, or he'll hit me."
Right.
So what do you do?
You
He
do this?
tried there. Run him into
Little
the
bit.
wall. Oh, he should have kept pushing there. Would have had him stuck against the wall.
He probably is full stick forward.
I don't think so. He definitely cut it a couple times.
Okay, all I know is Hydra would have put up a better fight.
Against Sawblaze?
With these forks? Or you,
Uh,
ribbon, or who are we talking?
Sawblaze
Sawblaze.
might have adapted quickly. And the 2 loss rule, it might have been a different fight.
It definitely would have been. He would have 100% tried driving differently. He probably would have had a different config.
Put a shitload of little thin forks on.
Yeah.
And everybody in the pits would have been offering them little thin forks that they brought.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens in these.
Yeah, but if I would have won, little thin forks would not have worked. So then nobody would have used them.
Well, if you would have won just by with stalemate judging.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, any one of these bots in the quarters could have went the distance. I mean, it's just any little thing, any driving mistake, quarter inch here or there. I mean, it makes a world of difference.
Okay, so back to your earlier question on how many configs is too many configs. Should you be allowed to bring a horizontal and a vert?
I think you should have to run the bot in your pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
And that's it.
So am I allowed to swap between aluminum and AR top armor?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
As long as it looks the same.
It's
As long as it looks the same?
It's
Okay.
got to pass the 5th grader test. Does the 5th grader identify this bot as the, you know what I mean?
So that goes for wedges as well then.
Or 2nd grader or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can't change a heavy wedge to forks.
So when Donald takes his
And you can't take off your weapon to put on a fucking plow.
So when Donald takes his weapon off to put a huge plow on, I want somebody.
No, he puts it on the ass.
I want somebody to put at the arena side holding a picture, their beauty picture, going, no, bring me this spot.
Yep.
But then every vert is gonna be a big plow in the front.
Wouldn't that
with
make
two
it
wedge
interesting
sticking
though?
out.
Because like
That's
you
why
you have to run this bot,
They'd
so it
have to-
has to be this way.
They'd have to waste weight to.
But
right,
every
a lot of
vert is
bots-
gonna be even more similar than they are right now.
Yeah, but they might put the plow on the back and put the force on the front, and
No, because
Right.
they're not.
If you put
they're
a plow on
not
the front,
want to
if
run
somebody
fingers
does
all
forks,
the
you're
time.
done.
Yeah.
It forces them to pick the best of both worlds.
I want to
Everyone will end up
explore-
being blip or tantrum front ends.
I
Two
want
long
to
forks and a
explore-
heavy plow.
I want to explore Philippe's unintended consequences thought process here, because that's what a lot of times gets overlooked. What happens if you do that? What's the best design is a little of both. You have like
A
forks on the
brick?
back. You have forks
And-
on the
yeah.
back. You have forks.
And
hang
you
on,
have you have a
you have
plow
you have-
with two
you have-
forks.
You have
Yeah,
forks on
it's
the
gonna
back, and then you have a plow and a vert on the front, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like Tantrum, but like Endgame has a setup like that too, if I remember correctly.
Not everybody can make tantrum though.
No, but just a big plow in the front with the two little holes in the middle and 2 long wedgelets to scoop people in the plow.
Yeah.
And only and when you run the undercutter, you don't run your wedgelet.
And breakaway forks, like with
Exactly.
like bolts that shear on purpose.
So first,
Huge would just win then. Yeah, you got a point there.
Yep.
They're kind of the king of run what you brung.
So
And
be
Mammoth-
it. I'm sure there will be a horizontal that can beat huge. They have to decide if they want the black wheels or the white ones.
One of my friends once proposed a rule who said that anything that touched the floor must be activated somehow. So you can't just have wedgelets that runs on the floor. It needs to be like a harm with something that can lift.
It's got to be powered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I like that rule. I've been saying that rule for a long time. So, absolutely. Hey,
if you wanna-
it's Sid. How's it going, Sid?
Hey guys,
There he
how's it
is.
going?
Oh, fine enough, I guess.
We just
we
we
just
just
passed
saw-
your fight.
We just passed your fight where, as we said, Ethan is undefeated.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I guess.
Well,
I guess
except for
Ethan is
COVID
undefeated.
is what the joke was. He's undefeated
Yeah.
except for COVID.
Yeah, robots can't beat him, but
We gotta bring the
we
chemical
can.
attack to take him down.
So, why does everybody hate you today?
I don't think they do. I think we're.
Oh, okay.
I think we're cool, right? Was there something new that I'm
No,
not?
I don't know.
I
I
think
just
so.
I just
No.
figured the way it's going.
New scandal.
I hate you, but it has nothing to do with the television show. It's personal.
Okay, gotcha.
Well,
yeah,
they,
no,
I don't wanna
they
elaborate,
lost,
but-
so nobody has to complain about them anymore, right?
yeah.
You only complain about the winners.
I did post somewhere said it's pretty hard to get great glee in Riptide losing when most of our favorite bots have already lost. You know what I mean? It's like, Riptide lost, like almost at the end.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was going to be tough for us anyway, because even if we'd won against Copperhead, next was huge, right? So I think that would have been our toughest, because we don't really have a config against huge. It's
I
just,
kind of
like,
asked all the other builders already, but you guys are like cool with these like bunny ears on here, right? It's not like bad form to do this to Sawblaze, is it?
No. Looks good. I think it's cool.
Did you guys have a plan for huge?
Nope. I think we were going to figure it out when we got there.
Huge reverses direction by flipping. If they
Yes.
flip, it reverses direction of their weapon.
Yes. But a lot of people didn't notice this, but these last strikes that Sawblaze is doing, it's hitting itself, not huge.
Yeah, the wedge.
Huge has their wedge all bent like way up. And all these last strikes where all the sparks are flying off, Sawblaze is just hitting itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can see it. It's really hard to see, but Huge has totally bent Sawblaze's front wedge all the way up. So its arm, it's right there.
It's
hitting itself.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Well, I think that was because Jameson was like pushed up against him. That was probably flexing it some more.
No, it's totally pulled up from Huge.
There was a pin on Huge I'd never seen before. Someone getting them up in the air and keeping their wheels off the ground.
Yeah.
That was very impressive.
It makes sense to do this. I mean, Huge effectively has no drive power, right? It has no traction. And
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Its gangliness is its advantage.
Yep.
yeah.
There,
If
you
you
can see
get-
that spark was just him hitting himself.
It looks
They
cool
do
though.
lose. They lost drive right at the end. They were struggling.
So
right at the
everybody's
end.
going to bring bunny ears next year then?
And they lost 3 of their 4 belts at the end of this fight. So they were a click away from losing all their weapon.
Another
Well, and
30
one of the-
seconds. They'd have probably
One of the
been
drive
KO'd.
wheels is down too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
30
can't
more
zoom in on
seconds.
it.
They'd have probably been knocked out.
I'm sad though because they cut out all my box-side commentary before the match.
Yeah.
Since I was
Right there.
the only person to
Can
beat
you
both
see
these
it?
bots.
Can you see this whole like under the bunny ears? There's a whole sheet of metal.
Yes.
That was on the floor.
They mounted that up in the air.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
like
meant to
a
be
45
slightly-
degree.
It was straight forward. It wasn't up like that.
No, it
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah. But this is yeah. I'm
wasn't
sorry.
on
Yeah,
the
you're
floor,
right.
though. Yeah.
It was something to hit trying to break huge weapon.
Yeah, but they bent it up so that it interfered with their.
Oh
their
yeah,
weapon.
it was like 45 degrees up, not like 85.
Yeah, I think if they just had bunny ears, it wouldn't have worked. Huge would have just plowed through them, but the metal kept catching Huge's blade.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. You can see it really good. So it was straight though. It wasn't like V'd like this.
No,
That's
right.
cool.
it was straight.
Right.
Hey, it worked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to give them something solid to hit to get the bars stopped so you can get in close to dominate them. And then they're showing their weapon works, though they had it off for a third of the fight, which I'm not a huge fan of.
How'd they lose
Not
their
a
drive
huge
side?
fan.
No, I'm not a fan of turning your weapon off to save it so
Okay.
you can
Well,
show that
at
it
least
works
that
at the end.
finals match was better than a couple previous years ones have been. So.
Now let me
at
ask
least you
you:
got
if
that.
you were if you were Jonathan Schultz, would you have appealed the final just because it's the final?
No.
No.
I would have.
No, Jonathan took the classy route out. Watching it, I
I knew
agree.
he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This background frog.
You got the frogs going, Terry.
It's pretty awesome, honestly.
I can't stop it.
No, it's funny. It's like the background music.
Fucking Budweiser
Oh,
frogs.
that is coming live from him, huh?
I gotta try to get to sleep tonight with this shit.
It's putting me to sleep.
Oh, you're sleeping at
So-
the pond tonight, huh?
Oh yeah.
So Sid, are you guys full sending? Like, are you working on the bot? Like, there's going to be another season?
Yeah. We don't really know when the season is, so obviously, the changes that we make are going to be different based on when it is. But yeah, things. I mean, we are planning are just general stuff, making parts lighter, improving the weapon bearing situation, just figuring out that mounting stuff, making that better. Some stuff with
Are you gonna make
motors
it easier to
and
get the batteries out? Just joking.
hopefully.
get
Yeah,
to
I
be-
don't know. It's not a priority. So
Nah, don't
unfortunately,
worry
that might
about
be a
it.
problem later on.
Nah, you
Yeah.
guys are fine.
Yeah, it's difficult because everything in the robot is just mounted to the bottom plate and then directly to the top plate, and then everything in between is just the only supporting piece are those two plates. So there's not a lot we can do to minimize the amount of bolts, the different kind of bolts.
God, I hate frogs.
But yeah.
I gotta say though, Terry, that is so beautiful. I am really jealous.
Yeah,
Look at this.
I'm
Got some
falling asleep here.
Sasquatch out there tonight?
No, but there's a campfire going on over here.
What? You got a fire going?
Oh yeah. It's over here. See?
Oh, now it's
Jesus, I'll
Whyachi
be
fireside, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll be there in 6 minutes.
Actually, battle boats on that lake is what we should have.
Subs.
Submarine battles.
Yeah.
How's the mosquitoes?
Not too bad right now.
Do you get them pretty bad back there?
Like blackbirds.
Oh.
Is that fusion in the distance?
Oh, are you gonna tell
Looks
them about
like
your
it.
pet rat?
Oh, Templeton?
Yeah.
You named him.
Yeah, there was a rat. We have some bird feeders outside the house window, right? Living room window, and there's probably 16 bird feeders out there. So we have some decent birds, and there's some squirrels out there. Of course, Bugle's 15 years old, so he doesn't run after the squirrels. And then there's a rat. This rat, he goes from the house about 10 yards over to the apple tree, and he's got a whole complex dug underneath this apple tree, and he's got 6 different exits. So he just pops his head out one hole. A second later, he'll pop out the other hole. So I seen a black cat there the other day. So he's laying low, so I haven't seen Templeton for a while. But something's after him.
Have you guys seen the battle boats?
The squirrels don't seem to mind the rat at all. They go right up nose to nose, and they're eating bird seed on the ground together.
You need to have Dick put a camera up so we can see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like actual battle boats, Brice?
Yeah, there's these guys that fight boats, and they build entire battleships that are all firing little steel BBs. And they will go out into a pond and then just launch these little BBs through the side of each other's boats until somebody sinks.
Hey, no
I
ground
just
game,
seen the
though,
one.
right?
No ground game, none of that. It's just
That'd be good.
Mines.
Unless we did it on the ice in the wintertime, then we'd have ground game, I suppose.
they're all trying to sink each other. They probably last forever if there was no water.
You'll bring flamethrowers and try and melt the ice around your opponent.
I would be super into that.
That's what fusion's there for.
It'd catch on fire itself and just fall through.
Yeah, hard to believe we're in the metropolis of Dorchester here, and we've got this lake and all these damn noisy ribbot frogs. But it's up north.
So tell us what's going to happen after this show, Weasel. Are you doing another show after this?
This is the show. This
Yeah.
is the show.
We've already
We've already switched.
Oh,
because
this
of
is the
YouTube.
after show?
Yeah, we can't.
Okay.
Hold on.
There's a backup.
Bryce wasn't ready for this then.
Yeah, I don't think you can get to the YouTube one anymore.
No.
I
got shut
just,
down.
I just did the appeal. We're gonna win the appeal. It overly triggered. Reese, you didn't show the thing. You didn't claim you still
I
had
said
one. So you can talk. You can say it. Politicians get on here and say they want to ban insert thing here. So
I don't know.
So
I can't.
whatever.
I can't see anything else that would have done it.
I've
anything
seen-
else that would have triggered
I've
it.
seen. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I said I've seen YouTuber getting their video banned for inserting a 30-round mag into a gun. Just the act of inserting the mag of a high capacity mag into a gun can get you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh,
Give me a
so
pistol.
it was Philip. It was.
I would
Philip.
go.
Across the country.
I didn't
Look at that.
bring any
Bryce.
You don't have to put a full screen. Why you gotta do me like that?
Oh, I always gotta do that,
What
man.
do you
Come
mean?
on.
Why is he got to do you so nicely?
He's got the
Damn.
Zoom
Doomba.
in, enhance.
He's got the Doomba bikini.
Can we
Look at
get
that.
it? Can we get it any larger?
Why did it not? Did we both full screen him, Jake?
Oh no, I kicked him back down.
Oh.
Oh, so what's the fate of the Team Whyachi stream? Well, that's a good question. We don't know. We haven't had a team meeting whether or not we're gonna come back and do this silliness. I mean, obviously we have some more shows.
We
to
need
watch.
we need to talk about this. This we're gonna pitch it to the 71 of you. Granted, this isn't all of you because we got a little fucked up there. What would you like to happen here? Would you like to just be a Team Whyachi stream maybe every 2 weeks? I mean, we still got Bounty, right? We still got Bounty and Golden Bolt we could talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows when that's
Or
premiering?
Yeah.
There's at least a couple of weeks of that. 4 maybe.
You guys can
5.
review.
Hey,
you guys
can we
full
talk
footage.
about Bryce's bikini top?
Hang on. What's that, Philip?
I was
Where'd he
gonna
get
say-
it from? Did
This
some
is a-
female wear that before you?
No, these are gym shorts that I cut up like 2 hours ago because I was like, oh shit, I have to make the joke.
It looks great. You really did a good
it
job.
does.
Thank you.
It
Did they
does.
record the Golden Bolt? Yeah, they did it like the day after the main tournament, like in October
Yeah.
of last year. So yeah, it's
Before?
all done.
Parts-
We know
parts
the
of it.
winner.
Parts of it were before.
Yeah, it's concurrent to the top 32.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to break down?
Hang on. All right.
What do we got?
Nope.
What do we got?
I'm
That
just
was
gonna
wild.
put this on in the background. This is kind of my
Hey, there's
show
the Vert
wrap-up.
mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up. This is us packing up. I wanted to run this stream as kind of a end of season, end of stream. I mean, it's not the end of the stream, but we may go bi-weekly, or we may do different streams or do shorter streams.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can show you my aunt next stream.
yes.
Oh, you have one, huh?
No, we're printing it this upcoming week. I'm still
Oh.
I'm learning CAD as I make it, so you know. But my friend makes polycarbonate and Nylon X printed camera accessories, like load-bearing camera accessories for people. So we're a pretty good source on what I need.
Just to be clear on that vert mod, we would have used that vert mod in the finals against Huge.
You're jump. It's okay. It's okay for you to jump ahead, but I'm gonna ask questions about this because I got a whole package here.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is us packing up.
Just wanted to say package.
Oh yeah, I have a package.
Dick's package.
So this is some checking gearboxes, a lot of hydro maintenance.
I was really hoping it was
Oh,
going
there's
to
your
be
I
judge.
hear there's a photo of my napping station somewhere.
There's
Oh,
Bill
who's
Who's
and
that
that
Team
guy?
Malice guy?
Yeah. What's he doing over by us?
He's buying for the inevitable fight.
He looks good in Malice colours.
There's
I think he's flexing there.
Lisa again,
No, Speedy. No, that's not allowed.
making sure she doesn't catch anything bad from all the people at the COVID test table, which is like 10 feet from us. Just kind of a end of season wrap up. Here's some making TV stuff. They come to your pits, put a boom on you, make you say a bunch of shit that they'll never show on TV.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much worthless.
Hours and hours of it. There's our big banner that is right above Riptide's pits that they didn't like.
That
which
Riptide
is-
wanted to rip down and replace.
Oh, no, you were nice
But
enough.
yet
to
you never
just
came
wanna-
around to do
you
it.
wanna- I said I'd help you put up a new one.
No, we just didn't. We didn't even have a banner to put up, so there was nothing was gonna happen.
I do
there.
I do understand the issue, and I do want to warn you that we're bringing extra poles, so we can go up another 30 feet if needed next
Oh,
time.
yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be off the roof next year.
There's
Hang it
Reese
up.
Look
with-
at that wrench. Look at the size of that. I'm probably turning a quarter 20 right now. Just showing off for the camera.
you had it kind of hooked on the front skid puck for no reason, just for the camera.
Just for
Guns.
camera, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very photogenic, people. Not.
You did see a few smiles in there though. I seen them.
Snuck out.
We're thinking maybe a blimp next year, and we'll just fly it over everybody's pits, right where the cameras are all the time.
The camera guys are always like, all right, man, do something. I'm like, what do you want
Come
me
on,
to
dude,
do?
do something.
I mean, there's always plenty of shit to do, but it's probably
Last
time
year,
for a smoke
Copperhead
break.
was just like
Hey,
screwing
there's a guy.
screwdrivers into the tires.
Go back a little bit. Yeah. Who's this guy? Brice? Who's this guy?
Phil.
That is the man that apologized to us for what they did with Double Tap.
Ooh.
Anybody want to explain who he is now? This is
Phil
Mike
Collins.
Jeffries from Bombshell, right?
Oh,
he is now
there you
the
go.
head
Yeah.
referee, or not referee, I guess,
Hey,
or
there I
judge.
am.
Steward.
He's
Oh,
the
this
judge.
is breakfast
Like,
time.
The ref
I'm
steward.
eating an egg
Yeah,
sandwich.
steward, the judge
I like to
steward.
describe
That's
him
what
as
he is.
the HR of BattleBots.
Yeah, he's the go-between between builders and judges and production.
The HR.
Hey, there's a guy
Look, that's us stealing your
chilling
design.
with the
Who's
coffees.
that guy?
Hey.
He's about to stick a crowbar on it.
I think this is the day that Terry learned
he
that he's
touch
from
it?
Wisconsin.
Does he touch it? Oh, he was gonna. It looked like he was gonna touch it.
Did it weigh different afterwards?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
lighter, yeah, afterwards. It's because the Riptide guys steal bots' souls. I don't know what.
like
Jake's
Is this
doing
all
there.
footage that Trevor took?
Yeah. There's a guy from Alice. This is grinding. Everybody, this is grinding. This is kind of a communal grinding area. You take your crap out there. Grinding,
Yeah.
cutting. There's Jake pushing the cart in.
Wow, Fusion looks pretty good there.
Was that the guy on the Sharko? Yes, it was. Good eye.
No,
He had deviled egg.
Reese, this is you preparing for the Golden Bolt tournament.
Oh, really?
Oh, so this
Yep.
is spoiler.
It looks freshly. That looks nice.
It looks pretty clean. Yeah, that's not on fire yet.
Okay, this is the montage. So this was us preparing for fighting Huge. That's how far ahead that we were looking. You have to get ready because this whole module had to get like reassembled, and this was the if we win and if they win and if we win and if they win situation. So
I was so hyped for that huge fight. I really wanted to see the vert.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't we
God.
all? Don't we all?
I can tell you something would have happened.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
well, if the Ribot fight would have went, kind of how we wanted it to, we pretty much decided we wouldn't have much damage if we would have needed to go on to the semis.
Yeah,
so we
she
were going to
does.
use that one in the semis again against JMO, and then we were going to prep the other Hydra with the vert module for the finals.
I knew that you guys didn't make it to the finals against Huge because one of I forget who, some builder on Discord asked if the Hydra Vert module was real. I was like, all right, so they would have seen it if they made it. So
Yeah,
I was able to deduce.
True.
why did this have to come apart? Did we need a part for fusion?
We
And then
needed
were
the
putting it back
fusion
together?
rotor. We needed the
Yep.
rotor.
Okay.
We had to steal it off of
And
one of the
that's
extra
why we
fusions.
lost against Minotaur, because he already took my fucking rotor.
Probably, honestly.
All the good shit goes to Hydra.
Reese,
And
what are
a
you
cart.
talking about? You almost had him.
And a cart too.
Imagine what I do with a full bot that doesn't start on
I'll-
fire.
Hey, I'll trade you. I'll trade you right now.
I
You
don't
take
want a
Hydra,
pussy
and I'll
little
take.
no weapon fucking
Oh,
bullshit.
what are you complaining about then? It should be easy, right? Hydra gets all the parts.
Hey, I could have beat Ribot.
Oh, you
Hey,
motherfucker.
we got a chainsaw bot started if you want to run that one.
I could run a chainsaw bot.
They're fun.
You guys are stepping on my toes.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I've seen a lot of designs.
No,
for
it's
chainsaw bots.
it's actually given credit. It's like we love
It's an
what you did
homage.
here, and now we're gonna make it our own thing. So it's
Imitation
we're
is
gonna
the
name it
sincerest word of
Brice.
flattery.
That's
So
the
what
bot
you say-
name.
What you're saying is that we should have won best design last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think if you'd run the vert, then Hydra could have won best design. Because
No, they'll never give Hydra
and
best
everyone
design.
else only has one.
Nope. Never will.
No.
We figured we would get it first season, but we never did.
The first year, yeah. Who got it that year?
Quantum. I
That's
think.
tough.
Quantum's prettier, but like on a core level, the stuff that you guys are pulling off inside there is
Mhm.
amazing. But nobody can see it.
Yeah.
No,
You
there's
should
like
make
pretty
your
machine
shell
things.
transparent.
Listen,
that
we're
everyone
not.
can see
We're
inside
not.
It might as well be
expecting-
polycarb, right?
We're not
Yeah.
expecting to win any voted upon awards. All
Hey,
right.
Sid, did
You
you
got
do any
founders?
watch parties?
I didn't. I'm actually on a trip to Washington, so I missed the NorCal one. Otherwise, I would have gone.
Like DC or the state?
The state.
The state.
Yeah. But yeah, would have
What are
been
you
fun.
doing
I
up
could've,
there?
could've
Smoking
gone
some
to all
ganj?
No clue. No clue. My word
Yeah,
is
no
not-
comment.
No comment. That's that question. No, but I will say we're road tripping back down to Cali through Oregon, and everyone knows there's only one thing to do in Oregon. So
What?
So, what are the odds we're going to get a text or email from Greg next week that, hey, we finally got the contract with Discovery. It's game on,
For
end of
August?
July.
yeah, end of July. Oh, I would love that. That would go great. I have to
You would like July?
pull out. No, absolutely not.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, no. I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even want August because I feel like it's too late. I'd rather just get the confirmation for January or something.
At this point,
And then
even
be able
August,
to plan for it.
even August, when you think about international team, if they got a ship 2
No.
weeks before, it gives
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
5 weeks to build.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
nothing.
counting? Are you counting yourself as international? I mean, you're like right next to Wisconsin.
Plus, his
since
designs are on the internet, so it's like split seconds of a country there.
fair enough. And
You
like
could just
my
drive down to
money-
Wisconsin and have.
But
have
to
it
be
come down
honest,
in the Whyachi crate.
for the first year when I was supposed to go, but COVID, I really thought about just driving it over the border and ship it from there 2 weeks after that, like Lucky did, because I live like literally 20 minutes away from the border, but I gotta ship it 2 weeks before because I'm international and you gotta go to customs and everything. So
Oh, ouch. Yeah.
Can you not drive across the border?
yes, I can, but that's the thing. Lucky the drivers in Toronto, what they do is that they drive over the border and drop it at the big warehouse facility, and they ship it
And
from
then
there.
ship it from there. Yeah.
Can you fly to Mexico and then like carry it across Rio Grande? Would that work better? Or?
Over your head.
With a crate, yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about this, Sid, before you got here. Was that
Oh yeah.
Peter maybe pre-cracked from some other fight or something?
Yeah. I'll give you one guess as to what fight that was. That bar was used in.
Hypershock.
Yep. Who would have thought? So the thing is, I think the Hypershock fight was like the day before the Copperhead fight, and it was maybe in the morning. I don't really remember. Or I think we had like a day to prepare, or that day to prepare, and we had like 4 people with us at the time, because all the rest of the team had to go to either school or was just back at work, and then we weren't able to swap the weapon out in time that night, and then the next morning we had to deal with all the COVID stuff, so there wasn't really any time to swap out the weapon. But yeah, good lesson learned.
Reese, hang on, Reese. Go ahead.
The thing is, if we had won the Copperhead fight, we had the whole second robot like maybe an hour or so away from being ready. So I think we would have been ready for the next 2 fights because we were kind of saving that whole thing. But yeah, it was just kind of, we were hoping to stretch the Riptide 1 out over to the Copperhead fight, over past that, and we just didn't get to do that. So it was tough.
Sometimes you have to make those concessions because you're in the shit, right? You're gonna have. All right, Reese, let's do this.
Yeah, got them all here. They're all accounted for. This is the 5 little kitties. I still haven't named them yet, but we got Black and Whitey. Probably should be named as Poco.
Oh! You can take your sock right off that microphone.
They're getting frisky. They're some frisky cats.
They're ready for milking then.
Here we got Charizard. He's like charcoal. These are the sweetest kitties I ever had. I've had a lot of kitties, ladies and gentlemen. And these are the nicest ones I ever had.
Tell us about them. They're like used baseball mitts.
They're so docile, but yet so cuddly. Literally, I have troubles walking around the house because they will come. If this is my foot, they will come crawl right up there and sit there. And I have to walk around with them on my foot across the floor, try not to drop them off. They just love my stinky feet. And it's pretty great. It's pretty great, actually.
So you had a lot of young pussy.
Lots of young pussy. Yep.
All right, that's where he gets it from. I get it now.
And then the black one.
Oh,
Everyone
look
loves
at
the black
that.
one.
No.
Oh, that's nice.
I normally people are like they want my little black one, and that's just
Don't they
different
all?
because
Don't they all?
normally they want the big black one, right?
So, Reese, when you show up with a drawer, a plastic drawer full of kittens, you don't keep them like this, right? They're not normally in this drawer.
No, I just rounded them up. Actually, I took them off the titty to get here.
Oh, they're not gonna like that.
I was fighting because, listen, they were stealing my milk, so that's kind of a problem.
Your milk?
That's my money. That's how I put food on the table.
All right.
You know,
Thank you, Reese.
he's got a drawer that he pulls out of the dresser. You know.
Yeah, just
I was thinking maybe he kept them in that drawer the whole time, but he just shows up with this drawer. So about the banning, I appealed it. It is kind of strange that one channel, the same stream was on one channel and it was taken down on another. Typically in social media, that means to me that somebody reported you. So
yeah, I would guess the reason why they took it down is that it was reported a few times, and then they probably have like a stream that small. They're like, we'll just take it down and review it later.
Yeah. Or like they have a auto filter that can see a gun and recognize it's a gun on stream. And
see, I would think that, but this stream we're on now, it was going the whole time. We were dual streaming this for the Reese after show. So we're still totally live on YouTube. We were the whole time. It's just
There's someone on Reddit here saying, I'll probably get downvoted for saying this, but you probably shouldn't be showing guns on stream. They've clearly never watched a stream before.
Yeah.
So
I
they're
don't think that's a good idea, they say.
They're keeping a close eye on the Team Whyachi account.
what we could do is we could move this to Rumble. They have Rumble rants. They have all the same things. Just build up the audience there. That's what I'd probably do. And then we don't have to deal with this crap. So anyway, I put in the appeal. It'll probably be granted, which is way too late because the stream was already taken down. That's why I backup stream and backup stream and backup stream. I actually record it too. So this will all get put online. So anyway.
What about the live feed chats? Are you able to stitch them together, or?
Yeah, I literally have I can't show it, but I have a computer recording the live stream chats. So they're all saved. Actually, I can show it. I do have one last thing here as pre-planned, which is kind of fun. This is kind of my Reddit rewind. This is really the only social media that, like, borderline social media that I'll do because I was on Discord for a whole day. I said I really like this. I really like this. I mean, I lurked for a long time, and then I finally made one post, and the post was, "I really like Discord better than Reddit because it has less woke bullshit." And they said, "What's woke bullshit? Being sexist is the quickest way to get banned." And then they started posting Sporkanaut pictures, and I'm like, "What do you think I'm saying?" Right? And they're like, "Well, what are you saying?" I'm like, "You can criticize a judge and not immediately be assumed that you're sexist." And they're like, "Well, you criticized the judge," because I'm like, "I didn't criticize anybody. I literally made a statement," and they just started piling on. And Sid, you've been here. They're like, "Okay, one more reply from you, and you're banned." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll fucking delete my account." Boom, gone. I don't need to be there.
Yeah.
So.
No fans sleeping over tonight. No. Fresh
So
out.
this
Maybe
is,
Weasel has some fans over there though.
Oh, I got some fans, all right.
Jake, what you got going on
They're
here?
all locked in the basement.
Oh, the local guy, about 2 hours away or so, and he wanted to stop in and do a little checking other bots because we don't turn anybody away when they show up. So yeah, do that like once a month or so to whoever shows up.
I like this one because my last line is, "No offense, Reddit, but you kind of know it's a shitstorm." So it was just talking about not doing AMAs on Reddit, just doing them on our own streams.
I think the only thing that is worse than the BattleBots subreddit is the BattleBox wiki.
Look,
Boy, they got big.
That was a week ago.
Really getting big.
God, I love Reese, and shout out to the editors for the great comedic segments.
I did not like the sponsor mini-bot segment. I thought that was super,
I liked it. I did.
Super cheap.
I liked
it
it.
was cute. Really a waste of time.
What sucks is that I wanted to do something similar for my GoFundMe to feed my cats, and I can't do that now. It's already been done.
Well, if you wouldn't steal the milk from them.
Reese, you're getting a lot of love here in Reddit. Reese is a community
Yeah,
genius.
he is the hero now. I'm the zero. He's the hero. But his bot still sucks. So
you heard it. You heard it straight from the donkey's mouth.
donkey.
2 months.
Fight.
2 months ago. Do you have a gun to pass? Do I have a gun? Yeah, I've got a few. Ray.
Hey, can you look up who said don't post guns on here? Because
Yeah, we'll be able to find it if it's in the chat. Oh no, somebody said it was.
Hey, I made that one.
I will
That's
find
my one.
them. I will hunt them down.
No.
And that will be the
You can tell it's
last
mine
you
because
hear.
it's so poorly made.
No.
Don't ever play with your slimy lizard.
You can tell that was my one because it was so poorly made.
I heard somebody was complaining that's not an alligator or something. Like
Yeah. It was from Crocodile Dundee. And then I called it. Then I said he was gator wrestling.
yeah,
So I incorrected myself.
This is for you, Tom. Hold on. Did you just call yourself the most normal in the group? I would like to give you my evidence that you fit right in. This is about
That
Tom.
was nice to see.
You show up weekly at 4 a.m. local time. You hardly
Yeah.
even seem out of place around them. That's because we're
not
very
sure about
easygoing people. Well, that's debatable.
The wrestling thing.
Yeah. You got some weird things. You got to have some weird quirks to you. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Yeah, Parks.
Yeah.
Parks?
No, I am
What
a
do you
weirdo.
got?
I'm just
You a
quiet.
porn star? You a porn star?
Probably.
Secretly?
He is.
I'm
He is in the
retired.
media industry.
I'm all retired now. I got that out of my system.
All right.
It might
Parks
be.
could make a
It might
good porn
be.
film. He has all the lighting knowledge. If you
Yeah.
got a well lit porn film, Parks
Dude,
could make
that-
a good one.
BattleBots
Listen,
After Dark, man. We got this.
Listen, guys, I
We got
hate
it
to break
covered.
it to you. That's a high
definitely
production
getting
value
dark.
is not where the
All right.
porn industry is
So
going.
where I was going with that is I had a question to pose.
The budgets are going nowhere.
It's just out there. We're on unrestricted here. If there was somebody at BattleBots who used to be a porn star to build their fame up to being a BattleBots person, who would it be?
I mean, wasn't it just Carmen Electra the first year?
Yeah.
Boom.
No,
Boom comes in with
modern
facts.
BattleBots.
Hold on a minute. What was? Can you go back a second? There's
Why
me
would you
telling somebody off
downgrade
there. I
from
don't
being
remember that.
a star like that to going to BattleBots?
Oh,
It's just a thought process. Who would it be? Who would it be? The person ex-porn star to BattleBots.
I think
Tom,
Brice.
are you asking about
Yeah.
Are you asking about
This
this
one.
post?
Yeah, I don't remember doing that. I told him off. I don't
Yeah.
remember doing it.
This is somebody did not like the stream, which is
Oh yeah.
fine.
You know what? Don't watch.
Yeah, but I don't remember replying to him. I give him a good telling off there.
You were probably drunk, like most times.
Almost completely. Literally.
Oh my God.
Just smelt the cookie.
Let me say this response in
Shoot,
the best
Terry.
UK. What an ungrateful little twat you are.
So Parks, is there still a writer strike going on?
Yes, and
good, Brice.
the studio it's 100% on the studios at this point. They just refuse to even meet with the writers.
Well, let's put yourself in Discovery's position here. They're going to want something to show air in January, right?
Yeah,
That's probably
you know,
gonna be Golden Bolts at this point.
I would think that. So, I heard from telephone game, but from a certain builder that the writer strike is actually delaying BattleBots' next filming, which does not make sense to me in any way. I really
Chris and
doubt that.
Kenny.
I know they
Yeah,
have
Baruch.
writers, but I just feel like they're probably not WGA because of the nature of reality. But I guess I don't know.
BattleBots can delay themselves well enough without any help.
Yeah. I mean, if SAG goes on strike, that would definitely delay filming because, they're all SAG. Farouk is SAG. Pete
Right.
Abrahamson is SAG. But SAG has also never gone on strike in 100 years, so I really doubt they're going to start now. But I would think that Discovery would just, make the show, but I don't know.
So no end in sight on that strike?
No. I mean, I think our union is still telling us that June, July, like late June, early July, maybe. SAG's contract expires end of June, and there's some talk that the studios will wait until then to start negotiating again. But I don't know. Yeah, no end in sight. I am terminally unemployed. I'm mostly playing video games and doing nothing. So.
Hey, we could use a hand building this pavilion by the lake. You know.
Yeah.
You want to do some concrete work?
Yeah, I would.
Road trip it. Let's get up here.
You
I'm
get,
not-
you get some big muscles. Ladies like muscles.
I got
calves.
a little bit.
Well, that means you have plenty of time to get a sponsor, right?
Okay, Dick. Shit's coming to you.
What?
Yeah.
What? I didn't ask for any photos from you. What's going on here?
Dick pics all day long, man.
I did not ask for anything.
Someone said the
No,
magic word.
Parks
Brice was
did.
like, "I got this."
Parks did.
Where are you sending it?
I think Martin Mason. That's what I was thinking too. Ex-porn star turned BattleBots. Yep. Nobody answered the question, so thank you all for being so productive in this stream.
They also need to be asked for, content if we're going to continue the stream.
Well,
Hey, fireworks!
Where's MSP? What is
Gunshot.
that?
They're
Minnesota?
shooting at me.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, St. Paul
Minneapolis. Okay.
Airport.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like you got a free ride to come get us some sponsors, man.
And Angel, or whatever her name was, she said 10 grand, she'll be on the team. I mean, that's perfect. We get 6 people like that, and we're doing good. And then Parks, you just gotta suck Tiny Hands or Trevor's dick, and we're good to go.
What was? Okay. Well, now we went off the deep end. This is the EOR channel now.
I think
It has been for 2 hours. It's about time we get there.
Reese, I think that's a little bit offensive just because of how low Trevor
That's
is on the hierarchy. I have to
that
say
gunfire is
You
me.
gotta work your way up, Parks.
Yeah, you got to work your way up, man.
You know what? I've been, a lighting technician for 10 years. I've already
Plus-
sucked plenty of dicks. I
Eventually,
don't
we're
Plus,
going to have
you
our own
gotta
production
prove it.
crew completely there.
You
You got
gotta
the lighting.
prove it.
He's got the
You
sound.
gotta prove it to me. You gotta prove it to me. Trevor's gonna be like, yeah, man, this guy's good. Then you come up. Then,
Oh
then
man,
you come up my level.
guys, I don't think I want to build robots anymore. I don't know.
Good
Surely I've
idea.
got to do Trevor
You
first,
should
and
never
Parks is going
start
to
it.
do me. We've got to do a chain. I'm doing Trevor, and Parks is doing me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, remember the
It's a
hierarchy.
train. It's a human centipede.
We're running the train. All right.
That's the BattleBots easing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you just got to be willing to do it, really. As I said, and you guys can.
Are we still talking about robots?
No, yes, no. I'm talking about BattleBots. I've said this to a lot of people, Brice and Philippe. I think this is accurate. If you can show a team that you have a skill that has some value, and you can not cost them anything or much of anything to be at the event, you could probably get on a team.
Oh yeah, if you're willing to put in the hours,
Yeah.
you can find a ride.
Yeah.
And people that stay there the whole time too, for the whole time we're filming, are pretty hard to find. So if you can find one, even if the only thing he can do is have a hammer in his hand and turn wrenches, you need people like that on the team. Someone you can just give a piece of metal and say, go grind that for 2 hours in the grinding tent, and in 2 hours they come back with the parts and it's done. You need them on the team as much as you need someone that can program some ESCs,
Yeah.
Or even,
We had a member who would just look at the checklist and then take apart, walk out with a grinder, and you'd be like, awesome.
Yeah. Or even, I mean, you could go down as far as just like, hey, I need you to manage these meal tickets. Make sure when there's meals, make sure everybody gets food. Because BattleBots people, they just forget about eating.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
all of a sudden
someone-
you're like, oh shit, I didn't get breakfast or lunch.
Someone that has a car and time to go run errands is perfect.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I can drive
If you're willing to go to Home
easily.
Depot,
And know what you're getting. I mean, we sent Tiny Hands and Trevor, and nothing against them. They just don't know like what a fucking 5-foot pry bar is, right?
Well, they don't know.
And-
They don't know about what alternative objects would suffice to be that.
Right. They don't have the
When you
hive
say I
mind
need-
Right.
yet.
when you say I need a 5
Yeah.
foot pry bar, they don't know that they could get a piece of thick conduit, maybe, right? Like
Yeah.
they're looking for a pry bar, which is, I mean, that's what you asked for. So
Yeah.
It's like when I opened the crate, because I came in Vegas like a day before filming, so I was the first one who unpacked the crate and everything. And when I unpacked the Doomba crate, I realized that people packing the crate were not the people that were building the robot. They just split the team and pack it and finish building it at the same time. So we realized that we're missing a lot of stuff like tools and everything. So that's another thing that
Yeah.
you're gonna make sure.
A gopher. Yeah.
yeah, I
And
mean,
typically that's what my job was. And then Tiny Hands would help me throughout that process because I can't drive in a big city. Can't do it.
Oh, it's not hard.
Can't do it. It's
I'm always stuck driving.
Can't do it. Yeah. And what happened to you? You got fucking T-boned the first time you were driving.
The hardest part about driving in a city and perpetually being caught in traffic as someone who lives in LA is just getting really bored to the point of you stop paying attention. Which you should not, you need to pay attention when you're driving a car. But it's so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I live in Baltimore. It's a war every time we go out on the road.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
When you,
pretty good.
Anybody who emails things that want to appear on the show, you should send your chat name too, because I don't want to say your real name, if in case you're using like aliases on YouTube. So this came from one of the chat. This came from the chat people.
And send Dick your number, and I will call you off of my personal number.
He'll text you dick pics if you really want.
No, he's talking about taking calls live on his.
You want to talk about baseball mitts again live?
I'm gonna vet them for a good 30 seconds, maybe a little less.
That's a good.
That's all you need.
Just don't come out saying N bombs. All right, if you do that, you're fucking gone.
That goes right back into Dick when he was vetting people about the live show here. What
I had
somebody
show a fully gigantic, comically large penis. In their avatar, they changed their avatar.
Dick, I'm sorry.
They
I'm
changed
sorry
their
about
avatar.
that.
Hang on, they came on a test stream when I was looking for like people like Parks and Good Boys, like Parks and Tom. I was looking for guys like this.
Mine wasn't a good boy.
Somebody came on and had an icon, and then boom, it just changed to huge, comically large. And I'm like, oh well, that is just great. Can't have.
Do you
that
think
on
it was
stream.
real? Were they faking it, or were they like, Dick will like this?
Literally, it was like Brice. It was tiny. It was the camera. It was this size.
Okay, hard to tell. Yeah,
Maybe they got confused. They saw Dick and stream, and they were just like,
throw in
that's
some
what I
Dick.
do.
Yeah.
Hearing all these
I've
stories
done
makes me
that.
feel so much better about how we met and the awkward and embarrassing way we met.
Gosh,
But-
I don't remember it really.
I don't remember being awkward.
Oh, it was just me because it was 1 a.m. and I was whispering to you and sounding like a
That one. Okay, I do remember that. Yeah, you were hiding.
Yeah.
And
you said it was like to catch a predator.
It seemed like he had snuck into someone's house to like steal their Wi-Fi.
Like he was robbing something. Yeah, and he's just, hey, I'm gonna be on the stream tonight.
Yeah.
No,
you posted on Reddit.
Hey, any
Yeah, it
burglars
was.
out there, we will have you on stream. Keep it up.
It was
While
1
you're doing
a.m.
it,
and I was trying to be quiet. But I was so excited to talk to my heroes. Like, how you doing, guys? I'm really
How'd that
excited
go
to be
for
here,
you?
guys.
Yeah, how'd that
Is
go
it-
for you?
Yeah. Are you
Still here 12 weeks
rethinking
later.
that?
Hey,
Will, clearly it worked.
Okay, chat. I'm starting to think about wrapping the show up, but you guys, chat keeps mentioning Discord. We would put the stream would put its name on a Discord if somebody else wants to make it and manage it. I am not.
You could have a Whyachi Discord.
Yeah,
none of us
So
is gonna
my
do it.
my thing
It's
is
just another
Dick-
thing that we got to keep track
Dick
of
is-
talking to people. Then
Dick is a very capable man. He's for dicks out there. He's one of the best dicks there are.
That's fair enough.
I'm sure
He's the
there's
biggest
people in
dick.
the chat. I'm sure there's people in the chat that will run the
But
Whyachi
we
Discord.
need help in the production side, because Dick's a great production guy, but there's shit that gets past him, right? He can't be on every corner of the internet every hour of the day.
Well, he kind of already is.
No,
All right, so he can be close. He can be close, but he can't get the nitty.
So you're saying Dick can't be
pigs
spread
in the
far and
corner.
wide?
It's not
Right.
incompetence; it's laziness. That's the issue.
No, I don't think
He doesn't
so,
have the
Dick.
reach.
There is not enough time in the day. is
Okay.
what
We
it
might
comes
have a
down to.
Dick helper on our team. We might be
Well,
able to help you out.
anyway, the reason Jake and Reese and everybody else, the reason they talk about Discord is because a lot of like streaming shows will use the Discord features to bring callers on.
And I'm not on Discord at all.
That's why
I don't know what
I'm
Discord
gonna finish,
is.
I am going to finish this, Reese.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
whenever we talk about taking calls, that's why they're like, well, you should have a Discord. They're not just being dickheads; they're actually accurate. Because then you vet them on the Discord, and then you make a chat room, and then you pull them into that chat room, and then you bring them on the stream. So you kind of know who they are and that kind of
The only time I've been on Discord, somebody tried scamming me some fake dick pic and sent it to all my Facebook friends.
Fake.
Literally, they tried blackmail me. Hey, I'm gonna send this random dick pic to all your Facebook friends.
But they already know what your dick looks like, so they knew it wasn't you.
Go
But
ahead.
if it was fake, you can just say, "Go ahead and do it."
Well, okay, that's
then
the
you'll
thing.
just-
Like my aunts don't know what my dick looks like, so when they get it, it's a little weird.
I haven't seen this in
How many
30 years.
responses back did you get on that?
Just quickly. Here you go.
None.
Here's a cat.
I got 0 back, but I know they sent
Ooh, a
it because
cat.
one person did contact me. Like, what the fuck is this?
She knows where the cat flap is, but she keeps coming to the window and meowing at me. So here she is.
Reese, that's what it's called. It's called the cat flap.
What?
The cat looks different than before, Tom.
Yeah, this is the other one. This one's Lottie.
Oh, he's got 2 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is
Flapjack, say hello.
This
Hey,
is the
Tom,
problem.
are you
we,
getting-
we don't.
Tom, are you getting recognized on the
Parks,
street?
yours looks evil,
UK?
like my big male cat.
She is
Terry,
evil.
nobody over here knows what BattleBots is that I've come across.
I have been, now that I've been to one live event, I was recognized by one person as being the Whyachi guy. Or someone on the stream. So, now, there you go.
I think we're gonna like wrap this up, and then we're gonna. I know you guys hate to hear this, but I'm gonna ask everybody to stay on if they would, and then we're gonna talk in private without all of you, so we can really say the bad stuff.
Aww.
We'll talk about which of our viewers we hate.
Mostly
If that's
Parks.
okay with everybody, because I'm out of material. Unless I would like to say that Brice.
There's got to be a way.
Is there any
Yeah,
other
we can-
questions for Sid, Bryce, or Philippe while you're here, chat? Otherwise, we're sending them away.
I'm gonna say Brice.
Parks and myself.
Bryce sent me all his links. They're down below in the description of the channel that got banned. So I will put them in this channel as well. And when I do any re-edits, it'll all be there. Same with Sid and Philippe. If you have anything specific that you want to, put in there, your social medias or whatever, we'll do that.
I have way too many poker chips. Somebody please buy them off me.
Yeah, we should talk about that at some point.
I have way
and-
too many panties. Somebody should buy them off of me.
We're gonna end the stream for everybody else. If you guys would hang on, that'd be great. Because then
We can't hold on 6 minutes. Make it even 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Let's why force it?
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, we'll go
All
over.
right.
We're wearing our
already
Winter
overlaid.
Club Robotics Vex IQ. We're supporting our local Vex teams. How about that? I'm sure Bryce has a team around you guys that does the same kind of thing. Maybe.
Yeah,
P, this was the
Macro.
after show.
Okay, Macro is that
this was the after show
for you?
That's the Maryland local combat robotics.
Okay.
Super easy to get into. They will help you with your 1 pound build. So if you're interested in your local, then definitely look them up.
This
And
has
Parks-
been Larry King Live.
Parks, we're gonna be interested in your Antweight build too. So
Okay, great. Yeah, I'd love to talk about it.
I'm going to buy a
Cool.
Viper kit.
Yeah. Do the easy thing. Yes. Oh, what was that, Brice? What was that? What was that
I
supposed to
have
be?
no opinions about Vipers.
No,
I mean,
Wisconsin.
I understand why
Wisconsin.
Tom. I have access to a good 3D printer. Tom does not.
But
you know,
I've got to
so-
start
to
somewhere.
be honest, the Viper is like the only kit I like because it's a good kit to learn how to make a robot, but it's not a good enough kit to learn to like win events with it. Like people are starting releasing like undercutter kits that can just one-shot robots, and that doesn't teach anything, you know.
You can check out the SSP kit because that's like it's not a spinner, but it's a nice little lifter. It's got like some front attachment. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
In my opinion, just solder up some bullshit in your garage. Your first robot's going to be terrible. Just embrace it.
I don't have
Make
a
it out
garage.
of wood. Make it out of wood.
A what?
I don't even have a garage.
Anybody in this stream got liquor close to them? Take a shot with me. Anybody?
but
we're gonna send
I'm
this
gonna
out
say,
the right way.
I'm gonna say thank you
Pink
all for
can of
coming,
Monster.
and I am going to head
Cheers
out.
Bye-bye.
Well,
see you
Say goodbye, Flapjack.
All right, everybody, hang on, except for viewers. We're out.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
Do you even know what you just said? Oh, great Odin's Raven.
What you doing in our pit? Get out of here.